Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
All right, bring up your chat now.
Yeah, I gotta open up my Twitch and send out all my notifications. Gotta make sure my mom is here. She has to participate in the cringe.
Of course.
Of course. I actually told her about it today. Like on my way home, I was telling her about what we were gonna do and that I was gonna be uh talking about like all the things that I was doing and when I was like 13, 14, and she went, "Oh God. Are you sure?"
Well, first, I think first we go through the channel that what our servers gave us first.
Yeah, I've got them all up on I've got them all up on tabs on my computer. I don't think we're gonna do like a here. I'm gonna switch to my intermission screen so that my little VTuber can pop up.
Yep, me too.
Um,
There's my intermission screens.
let me see. There you go. Yeah, like I just want to be interactive, right? Um,
and there's me, who's just this mysterious voice from the gods.
yep.
One of these days, I'll hit 22,000 followers. That's a joke. I will never hit that.
Are you sure?
Yes,
What if
I'm
you do
sure.
though?
I will never hit that.
What if you did though?
Well, I will commit to what I've committed to. But
All right.
I'm not worried. Okay, this is cringy, so I'm gonna talk about it anyways. My channel growth is absolutely 0.
That's fine.
So let's see. Hold on. Let me look.
Where else
Oh
can I
man.
put it? I can put it in here.
And then there's the like the streamers that occasionally raid me. Who is it? Um, Owl used to raided me a couple of times, and now she's a partner.
Oh wow! Not even an
And
affiliate, a partner.
mhm. And
Dang.
Choco Jax, she rated me when she's another VTuber. She rated me when I was doing Zelda, and now she's making art with 200 viewers.
Whoa!
And it's like I must not be entertaining.
I mean,
Well,
again, we're just doing this because it's fun, right?
well, yeah, but still.
It don't really
Um,
matter.
so just looking it over the last 30 days, I've gotten 2 followers.
Oh,
Um, so to put this in perspective, I think when was it? When did I hit like 200 followers? I haven't hit 300 followers in over like a year now at this point, I think.
mm-hmm.
So,
Oh God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. I will actually turn on my screen at some point to show my Gaia account
oh
because
god.
it does not like I'll be reading things aloud, but it doesn't hit the same unless there's images to go along with it.
So, yeah, new I'm trying to find like where I hit 200 and how long ago I hit 200.
There's only oh my God. Mm.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I gotta text my mom. I forgot. I
she
literally copied it just so that I could inform her, hey, by the way, I'm live.
let's see. So the only 2 things got posted in my Discord. One's a video that didn't really make a whole lot of sense. And then the other one's this Norwegian feminist questioned by police for saying men can't be lesbian, which is political. And I mean, we can read through it.
It's wouldn't miss this for the world. Hello.
Hey, Seven. Do we want to
I
read through that?
have sure. So I have the Navy SEAL copy pasta.
God.
I have my Immortal, which I'm giving you the pleasure of reading at least the first chapter.
Okay.
And then I also have the human pet post. That's
What?
another thing that. Yeah. Did you not read that?
No.
Nightbug put it in there. So we can do it. We can bounce off each other. You can go first. I don't really care,
Well,
but I have a few things.
this is really the only thing that I just heard that you read the title of your entry for tonight. Yes. So let me.
What is the title of what is your stream title? That I didn't even
Oh,
look.
Cringe-mas is here sharing the gift of cringe.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Mine
very
was just
interested.
Cringe-mas has arrived.
Okay. Let me get this played. Let me go just so I don't have to mess with.
I'm actually gonna ping a couple of my friends.
Okay. So people can see that. Okay. So Norwegian feminists questioned by police are saying men can't be lesbians. You're the master of timing. Well, I mean, someone has to be. I'm always late. Except for when I'm early.
Early is on time is late.
So, Norwegian law enforcement reportedly questioned a representative of the feminist organization over tweets challenging a trans activist for pushing the idea that biological males can be lesbians. Christina Lingsen, a representative of the global feminist organization Women's Declaration International, criticized the Norwegian trans activist group Foreningen FRI in October for teaching children that males can be lesbian. Illingsens also called out one of the group's advisors, who is a biological male identifying as a lesbian woman. Then advisor Christine Mary Jetstoff filed a police complaint that prompted law enforcement to question Ellingsen, according to the news outlet Redux. The tweet says "Let women hashtag Let women speak." Norwegian police has opened an investigation against Norway's county contacts on at Declaration on Christina Ellingsen's over tweets stating that men cannot be women. The account has been made such statements including at Seelingsen, at WDI Norway, and Magican N. In January 2001, Norway introduced gender identity into the bounds of the current hate crime laws. Around that time, WDI Norway, formerly WHRC, warned the all these acronyms.
There's a lot of acronyms.
Warned the adjustment of hate crime laws could lead to the persecution for stating biological facts. If Ellingsen is charged with hate crime for her comments, she could face up to 3 years behind bars. More tweets. Yada yada yada.
Oh my god, this fucking woman. Oh, Jesus. I'm reading along and like lady, you're just an asshole.
Who? Which lady?
The woman who is saying that men can't be lesbians. Like it's
Um.
yeah, men can't be
Uh.
lesbians cuz they're men. But
Yeah. Exactly.
if you were assigned male at birth and you are no longer a man, then yes, you can be a lesbian. I don't understand
Well,
why
then
that's
at that
hard.
no, at that point
So
you're not a
she's just a
man.
turf. Exactly. You're not a man.
You're a woman. So
Yes, she's just a turf.
well, I think this is saying that men who have not taken any hormone, like, this is where I'm gonna draw my line, because everyone has a line. I say that if
Mhm.
you're not taking hormones, you're not actively, if you're, I can understand if you can't afford surgery, but if you're like, the hormones are, from my understanding, are getting cheaper, and you have a planned, timed out for stuff like that. I can understand, like, and you've been actually diagnosed by a therapist that you have gender dysphoria. At that
Mhm.
point, I can agree that yes, I will make that effort. You have gone through efforts. I will make that effort myself. But if you are just if you are a guy with a full beard, just wearing a dress, no, you are a creep. You are a pervert. I don't know, whatever label you want, but no, you are not. You need to make more of an effort than just putting on a dress. And there's so much that goes into this. There's different men and women have different mannerisms, different ways they speak. There's different ways that you naturally think of stuff. Which someone with gender dysphoria will act more feminine than someone.
What did I walk into? You walked into Cringe-mas, Soga.
And I don't. I mean, if I'm, let me know if I'm wrong on any of this. But
I agree. Everybody has their own lines, right? Mine is much farther down than yours because I think like regardless of like I know myself better than anybody, right? And
Mhm.
if I am telling myself that I'm not a woman just because I don't have a diagnosis or I'm not taking hormones or any of that, like that doesn't make me any less of whatever I'm choosing to be. But I'm a filthy liberal,
and I'm
and
and I'm more conservative.
yeah. But my big thing is like if you're not hurting anybody, I don't really give a shit
Well,
what you
yeah.
do.
That's
Right.
exactly. I completely agree with the point. If
Yeah.
whatever you're doing, if you're not impacting anyone else, I don't give a shit what you're doing. Like,
Exactly. It
I
don't
mean,
matter.
and on that aspect, I'm on the aspect like weed should be legal. Like, whatever you do, as long as you're not impacting anyone else, it should be fine to do. You know,
Yeah.
the moment where you start impacting other people is where you need to start analyzing things. And it's like, whose rights do you have to start stepping on and start,
Seriously,
pushing on?
what are y'all talking about? There was an article about a Norwegian feminist questioned by police for saying men can't be lesbians. And essentially what she's saying is that like she's she's essentially being transphobic, saying that men are men and women are women and there is no cross between them. And a man can't be a lesbian if he's biologically a man and blah blah blah. And apparently Norway has like hate speech laws, and so she's being investigated for hate speech and could go in jail for hate speech for being intolerant.
Which I find is ridiculous. Hate speech laws. I think hate speech laws start getting into a point. I think compelled speech is a very big no. You should not be. You should. You should be able to not have to say things like not being able to say specific things. I can understand not yelling fire in a crowded theater,
Hmm,
inciting a
hmm.
panic, but
Yeah.
forcing people to say something like that starts getting into very. Uh,
Yeah, I'm real particular on the thing. Like if the speech that you are saying actively harms other people, like
well,
if
I
you're
mean,
spewing Nazi bullshit, then get the fuck out of here. If you're just
that's
a turf asshole, then like,
well, I mean, what do you define as actively hurt? Because there's people that go like, "Oh, speech is violence against people," and
yeah, no. But I mean,
that's way
like
ridiculous.
it's a really hard. It's a really weird like gray area of what could be allowed and what can't be allowed.
How the old question of how far does free speech go? I think
Yeah,
I
sort of.
think I think compelled speech is the line. Being forcing to be say certain things. I think that's the line that has to be drawn for sure. You should
Yeah,
not have
fair,
to say specific things.
fair. I
Um
actually don't know what that is.
Compelled speech is being forced to say things in a particular way. So, I think New York has laws where you have to that if you misgender someone, you can get like a year or two in jail or like a $50,000 fine or something like that.
Hmm.
And this doesn't apply to this being like multiple times over. This is a first time you do it one time and you can get.
Oh no,
Yeah, that's how New York does it.
no! Like people make mistakes.
Well, and some people go and say things like they change every day or change every hour, which
Yeah, like it's just you can't expect everybody to be
mandatory
100%
political
correct
correctness. That is
all the
exactly what it
time.
is. That is compelled speech is mandatory political
Yeah,
correctness.
fuck that.
So that's where I say compelled speech is a bad thing.
I get shit wrong all the time that fuck me over.
Hmm.
Absolutely. I get shit wrong all the time too. Like one of my
And
best friends is non-binary and I still fuck up.
and
They've been
and
non-binary for years and I still fuck up.
and here's the thing. There's already laws that cover this. If someone keeps on doing rude things to you, there's some options. You can leave the establishment, or if you can't leave, then it should start being looked at as harassment, not as its
Yeah.
own separate thing.
Yeah, like
There
that's a harassment policy, not a
not an entirely separate law.
yeah. Yeah.
Like there's things like we already have things we don't need to make new laws or make new theories to handle these
Mhm.
situations. We need to analyze these things within the current confines of the law because we can absolutely do that. That's the reason why it's like we just said, if someone is misgendering you on purpose, well, there's options. Like just if someone's being an asshole, you can just leave. Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of sucks, whatever, but people have that all the time. People will come up to me. I'm a short guy. And people will would be more than willing to come up to me and tell me to get the fuck out of here because they don't like me for whatever reason
Mhm.
because of whatever reason. I'm short. I'm a guy. I'm my skin color is wrong. Whatever reason, right? Well, that's harassment, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I'm gonna leave because I'm not gonna get into a fight about it.
Yeah.
And that sucks, but that's the reality. And I think if you just add, you know, misgendering onto that, sucks. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's life. People are suck in life, but that's why you ignore and get away from the people who do suck and the
Yeah,
people
like
that don't suck.
the people who matter won't mind and the people who mind don't matter.
Exactly. And
So,
and the thing is that
if
you
they
can't
mind, then just fucking leave.
and the thing is that if you end up doing stuff like, "Oh, you're going to start fining people for that." What do you think is going to happen to perception of the group of people? Like it's
Mhm.
going to start turning into a negative perception.
Oh, it
What
absolutely turns negative. Like that doesn't seem good at all.
Well, and it reminds me of so there's this black guy, right? He specifically goes to racist people house, right? Sits down and has dinner with them for a week. 90% conversion rate or something like that, making them
Wow.
non-racist.
That's actually pretty common. Especially like in places like in the southeast. My very first boyfriend in middle school was a black guy, and my mom about lost her shit. Not for any particular reason, but she grew up in when she grew up, it was you don't bring a black boy home. You just don't. Absolutely not. You don't date black boys. And it took like a family friend to convince her like no, this is a good boy, like he's not part of anything. He's not part of any gangs or anything like that, but oh, I just realized I'm like playing fucking music in the background. Whoopsies. Um but it took somebody else to convince her that he was a good guy, and it wasn't until years down the line that she started to unlearn that. But like that's a really common thing. Like it's not
hmm
out of
Well, it's
anything
exposure
that
therapy.
happened. Yeah, it's exposure therapy. Like it wasn't anything that like happened to make her racist. Like she wasn't actively racist. She wasn't like I hate black people or any of that. Just like little things. I don't know. It was just weird that it happened so close to home. I wasn't expecting something like that.
Yeah, and again, exposure therapy solves the issue, and it's like again, it's a exposure therapy being respectful, and if everyone can be respectful, if everyone can just sit down and stop, just calm the fuck down. I think these
Phenomenal.
issues can. I mean, let's be honest. How many times can you say someone who, who is a liberal from California and who is more conservative from where I am can sit down and kind of agree like, okay, let's sit down, let's hash things out. Like you wouldn't expect that, would you?
Yeah.
Like I'm like but yeah, I agree. Let's sit down, let's figure things out. I think I mean, here we go. Let's continue on this. The bathroom situation. Remember how people used to bring up all the bathroom situations? Like, oh well,
Oh yeah.
I
I
think the
remember
perfect
that.
I think the perfect solution would be the unisex bathrooms. Have three bathrooms. Or just the one bathroom, you
Yeah.
know?
Like your bathroom at home is a unisex bathroom. It's the same shit.
hmm
It's the
And
same thing.
and I
Um,
do think that still having the separation of the bathrooms between male and female without a unisex can create dangerous situations as it's been proven. in some
Yeah.
schools. So I do think having that third option would substantially decrease the threat to everyone involved. That
Yeah.
can and has
Absolutely.
happened. So,
And
um,
so then just I don't consider that transphobic because it's just the fact that somebody who just happens to be trans.
yeah.
Like, you don't
Well,
hate them because they're
a-
trans. You're
anyone.
mad at them because of gamer beef, which is totally separate from the fact that they're trans.
Well, let's be honest. Anyone can walk into a bathroom and do horrible things. It's just the
Hmm.
fact that some people are trying to take advantage of it, and that's a shitty situation. Yes, but
Yes.
that's life. People will take it. Horrible people will take advantage of those situations. So what we do as a society is make it even harder for them to take advantage of those situations. The unisex bathroom will make it harder for them because if you see some dude in a dress start going into the woman's bathroom or something like that, you can go, dude, what the fuck are you doing? There's a unisex bathroom right there. Doesn't matter who's
Hmm.
in, you can go in there, and that way the men who aren't comfortable being near women while doing their business are safe. The women who aren't comfortable about being near men are safe. And the
Yeah.
ones that don't give a shit can go in the unisex.
Yeah. I
And
also like the idea of just changing it like from like men's and women's bathrooms to like this bathroom has a urinal, this one does not.
then,
You
yeah,
know, makes me less accepting than before. I think that's kind of understandable. Oh geez. Oh, so fucking weird. So my friend is watching, but he can't chat on mobile for
really?
some fucking reason. Yeah. Like he just sent me a screenshot and it literally there's no text box.
Did he try opening, closing, and reopening the app? It might just have loaded incorrectly. Some of the API. That's
Maybe. Maybe because it's through Discord? No, it should open.
no,
No?
it no, that should be fine. Website might have just loaded weird. Maybe Switch is having a kerfuffle with itself.
Maybe.
But yeah,
Shall
I
we shall we switch
yeah, we can
gears?
switch gears. So what should we do next? Because that was like the one big thing that my server threw up.
I'm gonna read you the human pet post.
Okay, hold on. Where? Oh, okay. Let me
It's in my server, enter through the cringe.
hold on. Let me
Mobile is working for you? Okay, then maybe it just didn't work for him. I don't know what's going on. I have like 16 times both. Bro, just pull it up on the fucking computer. Why am I typing to you? Just pull it up on the computer. I know you're home, bitch.
download the Twitch app.
Yeah, download the Twitch app. All right.
Well, okay, first thing that pisses me off about this is that the person here has 3% battery.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Definitely. All right. So the human pet post with it is from Facebook at 8:35 p.m. with 3% battery. Okay, just please consider the following scenario. It's 5 to 10 years from now. You're sitting in a restaurant enjoying a lovely meal when I walk in, accompanied by my wife, my children, and my human pet, whose genitals are covered as it enters on all fours and is wearing underpants. My pet has been spayed or neutered, though you can't tell because its genitals, along with its boobies if it's a female, have been covered up. It has no vocal cords, and it walks on all fours, not by choice, but because its toes have been removed, along with the tendons in its ankles being severed. It may have also had its thumbs and the last two segments of each finger amputated, making it easier to care for, no fingernails to trim. Perhaps I've even humanely removed its eyes, making it less independent.
What? I I don't understand what this like I feel like they're trying to make a point with
Just
this.
I know, but I feel like I think that's the end of the post though. I think that's it. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Yeah. Ah!
Like I feel like they're trying to make a statement about like
I don't know.
animals. Like
I think so. Maybe it might be like a against animal cruelty kind of thing. Like, but what if it was a person? But I did all this humanely. Blah blah blah.
but like okay, what animal do they remove the vocal cords from?
No, but nothing. None of them. None of
In
them.
in what animals do you remove the tendons of the ankles? Where do you sever the
Yeah, not the tendons, but declawing your cats is the same as just cutting off the top, the first knuckle of your fingers.
Yeah,
Like
which
it's literally the same thing. So don't fucking declaw your cats, y'all. Ever.
yeah, which yeah.
Um,
I mean, I know I've heard that a lot of vet places no longer do that. Isn't this my
yeah.
private sticky note entry? No, this is no.
You sure you don't want a human pet?
I'm not like this.
Not like this. Okay. Also spay and neuter your animals, your pets. Always do that. Fix your pets. Don't declaw your cats. Keep all your pets inside, please.
Oh,
Um,
did you see the thing on Twitter where a bunch of people now that COVID's over and people have started like going back out to out in the real world again, that people are getting rid of their pets because they no longer have the time for them
are
or the
you fucking
want.
kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. This is something that Blaze found on Twitter.
I'm gonna destroy the human population.
Um, please no. I am part of the human population. As much as people would like to disagree.
Too bad.
Oh, okay.
Anybody who gives up their pets because they don't want them anymore, they don't have time, like, fuck off. You should have thought about that before you got the pet. All right? Like people who get bunnies for Easter and then just get rid of them, like, fuck you, first of all. Oh, I put in too much damn effort helping my mom get these damn cats adopted. Yeah, you think you have to do that shit again? I don't fucking think so. Yeah, fuck those people. I
Yeah.
wish I could have a dog, but I don't have the lifestyle to support a dog right now, and so I won't. As much as I want a dog.
Here, I'm gonna make a controversial statement here. Dogs are better than cats.
Cats are lower maintenance.
Yeah, and dogs are just better. They're better
I don't know.
companions.
I love my kitty, and she loves me,
Man's
and it's very
best friend.
cute. But I'm not a man.
Man as in humanity.
Nah, nah. All right, I got two more in my server. We got the copy pasta, the
Hmm.
Navy SEAL copy pasta, and then we have My Immortal, which I encourage you to open.
I just remembered about something that's cringy, so
Oh,
I can
jeez.
bring that up. So don't worry.
You much
It's
prefer cats? See, Soga, I had the exact opposite reaction because I grew up in a house that had way too many animals, like pets, like cats and dogs. And I spent a while where I was just like, I don't want any fucking pets. I don't want to deal with it at all. Like I don't want to deal with the smell. I don't want to deal with the sound. I don't want to deal with fur all over me. Like I hated it. But now I'm in just a one kitty household and it's perfect. I kind of wish it were two kitties, but she fucking hates other cats, so we can't get more pets. She will actively try to fight another cat,
I've
and
grew up with
she can't
dogs.
fight. So
I grew up with dogs, and I no longer have dogs. I have cats right now, and I cannot wait to have a dog again.
I like both. I really
Like
like both.
both are
Like they
fine.
both
Like
have, yeah, they have very
there's
specific like things going for them, right? They both have their specific pros and cons.
no, they're the same for me. They are the
for
same.
you,
The
for you.
cats want just as much of attention as dogs do. For
Yes, but cat is small because you it's nice because you can always pick them up, and then they're
I can
cuddly little babies.
pick up dogs. Like the only dogs I
But they're
won't
not
be.
as soft. Cats
What
are
do you,
softer.
no, you can have long
And
haired
then they're liquid,
dogs.
and you can like pick it up and make it like a little bazooka in your hand.
Okay,
Can you bowl a dog?
I will admit cats are liquid. I will admit
Yeah,
that.
cats are liquid.
But sometimes you don't want liquid.
Yeah, true. Sometimes I want to be able to just pick up something and not have to drag it off the floor like a thing of
And
slime.
dogs enjoy just everything. Like
Yeah,
they just are always happy to see you. It doesn't matter.
I do miss having a dog. I would
Like
love to have a dog
dogs are
again.
always happy to see you no matter what is going on. If you go outside to get the mail and you come back, they are excited that you came back.
Yep. Meanwhile, my cat just yells at me.
Exactly. Cats just
She's like, "Where the fuck have you been?"
well, I think PetSmart did it best. They had a bunch. They had some banners up, and then hold on. Let me bring it up. Hold on.
You can use a cat as a broom? I don't think I'd use my cat as a broom. I don't think she would tolerate that. She tolerates a lot of shit, but I don't think she would tolerate that.
Let's see where. Let's see. Is it? Can I find it quickly? I don't think I can. I'll be able to find it quickly. Essentially, it said that dogs are companions, cats are cohabitants.
Yeah, cats are just roommates.
Yeah, and you know,
Maybe your dog was just too stupid to notice the ghost.
no, the dog
Soga,
scared
have
it
you
off.
considered that?
Dog scared it off. Dog scare ghost. Can confirm.
Whenever the cats get zoomies, we just joke that they are chasing fairies.
Oh, the cat was the ghost. Oh, damn.
Oh,
Motherfucker had a bone to pick.
interesting. Yeah. Shall we do the copy pasta?
All right. Yeah, we can do the copy pasta. Are you reading it out or am I reading it out?
So I want you to read My Immortal.
Okay.
So I can read copy pasta and then you can read My Immortal and it'll be great. All right. For those of you who don't know, this is the Navy SEAL copy pasta. The guy who's a Navy SEAL and got really fucking mad at like a kid. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al Qaeda and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare and I'm the top sniper in the entire US Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out with precision the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth, mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call your life. You're fucking dead, kid. I can be anywhere, anytime, and I can kill you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands. Not only am I extensively trained in unarmed combat, but I have access to the entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to its full extent to wipe your miserable ass off the face of the continent, you little shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution your little clever comet was about to bring down upon you, maybe you would have held your fucking tongue. But you couldn't, you didn't, and now you're paying the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo. Bruh.
Shit fury all over you and you will drown in it. It sounds like someone was kind of letting their kink show through.
I'd feel a cat jump on bed, move around. Oh, yes. My mom's had that happen before. You just go back to sleep. You don't acknowledge it. If you saw it, no, you didn't.
Don't pay attention to the skeleton cat.
Yes. If you saw it, no, you didn't. It does not exist. All right.
If you think you saw it and you keep thinking about it, it will never leave. It never leaves. And you're stuck with a fucking immortal cat. Fuck that noise.
I never thought this is bad. It's not. It's just a kitty. Yeah. Hi, Nightmare. How you doing? All right. I have something else after my immortal, but please,
Okay.
please open it.
Okay.
And yes, you need to read it from the very beginning and read it as it is spelled. Do your best.
The fact that you said that terrifies me.
Just a heads up, AN stands for author's note.
Yes, I am aware.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Tried to stream yesterday, didn't go well. Oh no. I didn't stream yesterday. I had things to do.
It's a shame that it didn't go well, dude.
Mm-hmm.
What went wrong? Wow, I sound like fucking Scooby Doo. Whoa, Rabby. All right, author's note. Special things. Get it? Cause I'm gothic. To my girlfriend, you not that way, Raven. Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks. Fuck.
I've read 9
My
letters of this story and I'm in pain.
My Chemical Romance rocks. Oh boy.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway, and I have long ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. No, not because your mother named you. No, because of your hair.
I'm losing. Oh my god, Soga, you're a coward.
Dude, I'm reading through this. Suffer with me. With purple streaks and red tips. Do you color it or is it just natural? Because that's not natural. You might want to see a doctor about that.
Oh, just wait.
That reaches my mid back and icy blue eyes that limpid tears. Like limpid tear. Okay. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note. If you don't know who she is, get the hell. Okay, well, I guess we're leaving. I don't know who Amy Lee is.
From Evanescence.
Oh,
The lead singer of Evanescence.
Okay, so band. Okay.
Yes.
I wait, hold on. What didn't she have the I'm trying to remember. Wait, hold on. Isn't the song named My Immortal?
There is a song named My Immortal, yes.
Oh god. I'm not related to Gerald Way.
Gerard. Oh god.
Who the fuck is that?
He's the lead singer of MCR.
Oh, okay. But I wish I was because he's major fucking hottie. So hold on.
I know. You don't need to.
Don't dwell on this.
just accept it as is.
I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight. Don't vampires have fangs? Like the teeth are straight, but they're fangs.
No, it's like Twilight Vampire.
Okay, straight and white. So you're an American vampire, not a British vampire. Got it. I'm glad someone got that joke.
Just wait. Just wait.
I have
keep going, please.
Pale white skin. I'm also a witch, so a witch vampire. Okay, and I go to magic school called Hogwarts in England. God damn it! I did. That's why you were laughing.
Yes, yes, it was. May I use my uwu voice to make you read a paragraph? You absolutely may. I will happily read the second chapter in an uwu voice.
Oh god, okay. Where I'm in the 7th year, I'm 17. I'm a goth, yes, in case you couldn't tell, and we're mostly black. Okay, so the edgiest of edgy.
Yeah.
I love Hot Topic. So Hot Topic is in the Harry Potter universe, confirmed. Okay, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset. Why would you willingly wear one of those? Like, don't those like constrict your breathing like something?
So fashion corsets, like the corsets that you could just fucking buy at a regular ass store, are not gonna do anything. It's all plastic.
Okay.
It's all plastic, I promise. Like, nobody's fucking wearing a regular ass steel boned corset on the day to day. That shit is frustrating.
What is happening? It's an experience, that's all I can say. I'm not too sure, man.
It is an experience.
It's something. This is like reading the
You gotta go. Keep going.
And with matching lace around it and black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets. Why pink?
Scene.
Okay. And black combat boots. Of course, combat boots. It's always combat boots with these edgy assholes.
Yeah.
I was wearing black lipstick, of course, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. Okay, then I was walking outside Hogwarts. That's why is that a sentence? What? I was walking
Just
outside Hogwarts. It's just okay. It was
that's where she
snowing.
was.
I I guess I feel like that sentence could do with a little bit more description, like adding the next sentence to it. Like I was walking outside Hogwarts while it was snowing and raining, both at the same time, because that's a fucking thing that happens, I guess.
Yeah, it's called sleet.
Well, I know what sleet is, but sleet is completely different than snowing and raining. If it was sleeting, that would be the thing that would be written down. No, it is snowing and raining at the same
Yeah.
time. It's not sleeting, it's snowing and raining. And there was no sun because edgy, which I was very happy about, of course. I'm happy that there's no sun too, but that's mostly because that means I get to go to sleep soon. And also I'm done with work. God, I'm depressing. I'm a depressing old man. A lot of preps, of course. A lot of preps
Mhm.
stared at me. Hold on. I was walking outside Hogwarts,
Don't try to make sense of it.
and
You can't. It
it's
gets worse.
no. I'm going about the change in tense. It's current tense and then past tense.
Mhm.
I put my middle finger up to them. I'm pretty sure that's a offense that you can actually get written up for. I just read the thing and highlighted, and I'm upset already. Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. Looked up from where? What? It was Draco Malfoy. Okay. What's up, Draco? I said. Nothing, he said shyly. Nothing Draco does is shyly. That man, Draco, has the bombacity of like a 4-year-old on all of the soda with the assholiness of a 13-year-old. Like there's nothing that would make that boy shy. Nothing. I'm sure that someone could go up to him and just straight up just, whip out some titty and he would just go nice and just move on with his day. There's nothing he would okay. Author's note, is it good? Please tell me fangs. Alright, chapter
Stream it
2.
bad yesterday. Game audio wouldn't work. Yeah, that's really frustrating. I understand how that goes. All right. Behold, my best attempt at an uwu voice for this entire fucking chapter. Author's note. Thanks to
Oh,
Bloody
God.
Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. By the way, prep stop flaming my story, okay? The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had.
What?
My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends.
There's so much wrong I want to speak about already. Like, first off, edgy to put 666 in this upper line here with all the X's. Edgy. First off. Second off, why? Why would it... Okay, first off, what? It doesn't even say what, like, class you're, or not class, what you call it?
What house?
House. What house she's in. I'm gonna assume Slytherin because edgy.
Yep,
But
it says later.
okay, well, I could make that assumption. And then, third off, why would they allow a coffin? Like,
because she's a vampire.
no,
Nightmare to explain. I have a new redeem on my channel that I read something in an uwu voice, and usually it's like you have to type something and I have to say it in my best uwu voice. But this was a special request, and I'm very happy to do it for this.
And yes, this is a bad fan fiction that was written.
Yes.
I guess I don't know. I guess it's Harry Potter fanfic.
It is Harry Potter fan fiction. It was written Jamin, I'm sorry. All right,
Soga,
let's keep
you and me are gonna have a discussion after stream
going.
about what
Okay.
under what things you can put me, what type of tortures you can put me under. This kind of breaks the convention of cruel and unusual torture. Because at least you guys are able to mute the stream. I have this going directly into my brain, and there's no muting this bullshit.
And I'm on the good mic today, so
Thank God, because if this was crackly too, Jesus Christ.
yeah, that's literally why I made sure to try my other headset to see if it would work. I thought it'd make it more bearable, not amplify it. Oh no, honey.
You're supposed to kill the cringe, not join it.
Kill the part of you that cringes. All right. Onward.
I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on.
Oh,
I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke up and then grinned at me. She had flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner.
Okay, I gotta take a break.
There's so much.
This is supposed to be a single paragraph. Too bad. I'm excited, bitch. He did say one paragraph. He did say a paragraph. I upgraded to chapter because it's hilarious.
There's so much. Like, I have to keep on analyzing and breaking
this
this
for free,
down.
Soga.
I like every time. Like, okay, first off, why did you use instead in this? Like, instead, I put on. What do you mean instead? That's not. You don't. Not instead. Oh, okay. That's the least of the problems right now.
Oh my goodness.
Pentagram necklace, of course, edgy. I'm pretty sure that that's against the school dress code. Don't they actually have a dress code? I'm pretty sure they have a dress code.
Hogwarts, the only dress code is that you have to wear the robes over whatever you're normally wearing. So,
okay.
Like, in the books, they just wear like t-shirts and jeans and whatever.
Okay.
And then they put their robes on top of it.
Okay. 4 pairs of earrings. I feel like that's a little extreme.
I mean, I've got 2 lobe piercings and 2 cartilage piercings, so that's not that bad. Like, you could fit 3 lobe piercings, no problem.
Okay, well, okay.
Why did you think this would be a good idea?
I did.
What, you think this isn't a good idea?
Okay, Nightmare, I want you to understand.
Are you not having fun, Nightmare?
Nightmare, I want you to understand. This was the idea of Cringe-mas was my idea. This was not. As you can hear from the manacle laughing in the background. This was not my idea.
Oh man, and I have so much more, but I promise the rest of it will not be read in the uwu voice. I'm going to be capping out. There's 44 chapters. I'm not reading all that. We're going to read like these 2 and then maybe move on. Yeah, but I'll like scroll past and we'll read one of the later ones. It gets progressively worse.
How does it get worse?
Like there's way more typos. Just the tenses are all wrong. She truncates things. Like it's fucking bad. It's so bad. Like at one point people actually thought that it was just like it was written this way on purpose.
It has to be, right?
Because it got so bad. Like the first 2 are just like, okay, this is just like some fucking 12-year-old who doesn't know how to write. But later on, it's like it's genuinely awful.
Well,
so
what we'll do is after this, we'll jump to chapter 30.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any more notes, or can I do the?
Let's see. So. Of course, another edgy band with Marilyn Manson, of course. Okay, I have to ask, high heel boots. That feels like that would be very annoying to wear every day.
Boots themselves are really not bad because you have support around your ankles and your feet. It's like stiletto shoes, like
Something that doesn't have ankle support.
like pumps, right? Like if they're just like just regular closed-toed pumps that are just like a plain ass high-heeled shoe. Like if you think of high heels, that's what you think of.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't have any ankle support. Those are a little bit more difficult to walk in, but if you practice walking in heels, it's pretty easy. So the heels don't even have to be that high. They could just be like a 2-inch heel and it's fine.
But they're pointy.
That means pointed toe.
Oh, okay. I thought what they were talking about pointy.
No.
With this one, you can never be for
You can
sure.
never tell, but I assumed a pointed toe heeled boot.
And I assumed
which
a
is not
pointed.
like, I mean, pointed heel is honestly easier. I do better walking in stilettos than I do in like chunky heels. So
I've never tried, and I probably never will.
you should. It's a very careful balancing act where if you fuck up, you break your ankle.
What
It's
about
great.
anything I do is careful? Like, oh my god, I just realized something. I looked to the right, and there's a popular page called Vampire Potter.
Mm-hmm. It's
The-
because of this.
The Harry Potter fan fiction is
It's because of
entirely
this, I
different
swear to
fucking
God.
level.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Let's continue.
Yep.
I'll finish off and then we can be done with the voice. All right.
OMFG! I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so? I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flirtily. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped.
There you go. We're done.
Okay. So I'm gonna have some more.
You have more words to say.
I have more. Oh, I always have more words to say about this. Jesus. None of them ever good. So, analyzation. Do 70-year-old girls talk like that when talking about their crushes? I feel like that's very. I feel like that's very generic. Teenage
Yes.
girl.
Yes, absolutely.
They do,
That
or is it?
uwu voice is so cringe. I'm crying. Yeah, well, you can
Mhm.
blame fucking J-Man for that one.
Why is it my fault?
You can blame J-Man because you're the one who made me do it to begin with.
No, I'm not. Soga
Yes,
did.
you are. It was both of you. It was both of you together.
No, I had no part in that.
You motherfucker. Yes, you did. I'm gonna pull up that video.
Also,
Alright.
I think someone should go clip the marine meme, and I'm gonna use that as a sound alert.
Yeah, J-Man also had this happen. The
I-
marine meme? Oh, the fucking the copy pasta
Yep, the marine copy pasta. I need a clip of that, and I need to make that a sound
of
alert.
mine.
Yep.
My voice now. This
I
isn't
did-
me trying to shift blame. Yeah, J-Man also made this happen. All right. This is equal parts Soga and J-Man. Both of them are at fault for the uwu voice.
What time is it at? I'm not too sure. I'll have to go through it and clip it. And clip it.
I'd say
20 minutes
probably
ago?
like, yeah, maybe try then. Because it was right before My Immortal.
Mm-hmm. Do we
Now
do
that I'm 100% at fault, why didn't you stop me?
What power do I have over you when you're in Crystal's chat? I can ban
Yeah.
you from my chat, at least. Actually, I have the mind to do that at this point.
All right, let's scroll
Okay.
down. We're gonna go to chapter 30.
No, I have more analyzation I need to.
Oh, okay. I will go to chapter 30.
Okay, so... okay, so we're making the assumption that Good Charlotte, I'm guessing they're a band, I don't know,
They
are wizards.
Stream right now is at 55 minutes. So check around like 30 minutes and then move on from there.
So Good Charlotte are wizards.
No.
Yes, they have to be because they're in
No,
Hogs.
they don't. Oh, because they're in Hogsmeade. Ah.
That's the village right outside of Hogwarts.
I think that's specifically the Wizarding Village. So yes.
So
Glad I could participate. Thank you for your
And-
submission to Cringe-mas by making me read in a new voice.
and then just how stiffly this reads. I said blushing. I replied flirtily. Like, you couldn't have said, "Hi, I what's a good word for it? You could have said hi, I replied, or I mewed out or something like that. Like something more. Like, just this is like can you see the old writer stuff that I used to write, like, popping out here at this point?
Yeah.
Like, me
Yeah.
just and me at least criticizing this. What is this? Cringe. This is pure.
It is cringe.
This is like cringe in story form, which
The
I mean,
purest form of cringe.
I don't know purist yet, but we're like I think we're like 98% pure cringe at this.
If this isn't 100% cringe, I might have a couple things that'll bump you over the edge.
Okay, well, yippee. All right, so let's.
Do you want to read chapter 30 or do you want me to read it?
Chapter 11. Well, I'll read it because at least I can interrupt myself and just analyze at the point.
No, it's funnier if you just fucking read it.
All right, I'm gonna attempt. I'm going to attempt to read
see
this.
how far you can get before you have to stop.
Okay. Author's notes. Stop flaming. Do they have an author's note saying stop flaming at every single chapter?
Yes.
God.
yes, she does.
It's
gone for half an hour.
Yeah, welcome to the evolution of cringe.
Yep.
Author's note. Stop flaming the story, okay? You do not know what's even gonna happen, okay? So if you flame, you will be a prep, so all flamers can kiss my ass. So's for?
I don't know.
Saying Alzheimer's is dangerous, but that's the mystery's opinion, cause society basically sucks. Thanks to Raven, you rock, bitch. This has to be trolling. But it's 30 chapters. Like,
it's 30 chapters.
No one's committed to trolling. This has to be legit, isn't it?
That's the thing. Like, that's always the back and forth. Like, it's not 30 chapters. It's like 40. It's 44 chapters long.
But they're not that long. You really
think you could commit to the bit of 44 chapters of this getting progressively worse every time?
Yes. I think because the chapters aren't that long. They're
not.
So in reality, like, to a normal person, I think it's like 4 chapters. So I think
probably.
I think this is bullshit. I think this is trolling.
I credit the dedication, but that's about it. That's fair. Is this still like at least 6K words? Yeah, I've written one-shots longer than that.
Dude, my chapters when I used to write stuff used to be 8K minimum per chapter.
I think mine are about 3K for my chapters.
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
my problem is that I separated it out into 2 arcs every chapter. One was like the story going on, and the other 4K was like character development stuff.
Yeah, I've given up completely writing chapters, and instead I just have a massive document that's the entire fucking story, and I'll figure out chapters when I edit. So, good luck, future me.
All right.
Anyway.
No, we screamed sadly. This is a good start. Snap
Yep.
stated, loafing meanly. He took out a Camilla and Philly. Then dot 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 dot. He came towards Dark Horde. He took some stones out of his pocket. He put the stones around Draco and knit a candle. What the fuck are you doing? I shoot angrily. Snoop Dogg. He's just trying to get a light. He's just trying to get a light. Laughed meanly. Not menacingly. Meanly. He rolled down his pants. Oh my goodness. No, he didn't roll. I'm sorry. He pulled. He pulled down his pants. I guessed. There was a dork mark. The dork mark.
Are you okay?
Out of all the things, I was not expecting dork.
Dork.
A dork mark on his dick. What? What the fuck? Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck?
Okay.
I want to know. I want to know you guys' theories on what a dork mark on a dick would look like.
It's a dork mark on a dick. I don't know what to tell you.
But what is a dork mark on a dick look like?
It's my fucking VTuber. Why doesn't this show?
It looks like a
All right, hang on. We're gonna try. There we go. Now you can see. You can see what I see.
He waved his wand. Which wand? And Nif came.
Not on both screens. Too bad.
He gave the knife to me. You must stab vampire. He said to me, if you don't, then I'll rap Draco. Wow, he's gonna put Draco into a rap? That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this Snoop Dogg put me into a rap. I feel like that would be a pretty good time.
Is this my revenge? Yes. What the fuck is a dork mark? What do you think it is, Nightmare?
Yeah, that's what is a dork mark.
What is a dork mark?
You fucking bastard. I yielded. But then Draco looked at me sadly with his evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressant and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram. Lo, get it? 'Cause I'm a Satanist. Between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then I looked at Vampire, and he looks so... What the fuck is Smexy?
You've never heard the term Smexy before? Oh my god. I'm about to pull up my fucking Gaia Online roleplays.
We'll get to that, I guess. But can I get a definition?
It's literally just sexy, but with an M in it.
Why?
Cause of uwu voice.
Oh god.
X3, XD. That.
XD's nuts in your mouth. To
You motherfucker.
what? What? Were you taking a drink of water?
Yes.
Ooh yeah. Please tell me you got velocity on it.
I didn't spit anything out.
Damn. Quick, finish her off. Oh my. Soga. I don't think I can do that on Twitch.
No, you can't. That's explicitly against TOS.
I thought I made you spray.
No, it was close though.
You weren't prepared for the decent.
You fucking got me. I don't even know. Like, I can't even be mad.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, please continue.
With his gothic black hair, I thought of the time when we screwed, and time I did it with Draco and Dumbledore, not Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Not Dumbledore with his dumb truck. In other news, I'm no longer a bitter lemon on Discord. Are you no longer a bitter lemon? That's awesome. You're now a, what, molded lemon?
God, this is good. Thank you, Nightmare. I'm glad you're enjoying this as much as I am.
I'm actually tearing up right now. And in the tame where Draco almost committed suicide and the vampire was so sportive. Because, you know, footballers are great when dealing with another person's suicide.
Yeah.
Snipe laughed angrily.
Feel like I need a comfort item for this stream.
Well, here's the great thing. For the price... Never mind, I'm not going to make another These Nuts joke.
Dumbledore's dump truck. Oh, okay.
He started to pray to Volxamort because it's, you know, it's Voldemort's. I can't say that on stream. I was about to say something very, very, very mean.
I'm honestly, I didn't even hear that. I'm distracted reading this because I'm like, who the fuck are these characters?
I think.
Anyway,
okay.
no, continue.
He started to do an incantation dancing around the Stokes, whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly, an idea I had. I closed my eyes and used my vampire powers. I sent a telepathic message. How the fuck do you misspell so many things, but you spell telepathic correctly?
No, it's telepathetic.
Oh, telepathetic. God damn it.
Telepathetic.
I couldn't even read it incorrectly.
Yeah.
Massage to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape. Dumbledore will get you.
Mental illness.
Draco shooted. Yeah, just wait until yeah. The mystery with a capital M, so I'm assuming it's the mystery.
No,
or
it's
like
the ministry. I'm assuming like the Ministry of Magic.
Find out, Vampire yelled. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. So they're about to joust. Because I'm assuming
Finger jousting.
No, not finger jousting. I'm gonna assume a different type of jousting. Because you gotta remember, the one guy still has 2 wands out.
Jesus Christ.
Snoop still has 2 wands. You ridiculous dondled head. Snoop yielded. He took off all of Draco's clothes. Who the fuck is Draco now? Is that a Pokemon? I feel like that's a new Pokemon. Who's that Pokemon? It's Draco!
It's Draco!
Just as he was about to rape him, ... dot 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 dot. Rocio, I pointed my wound. Shitted your wound? Snoop screamed and started running around the room.
Scremming.
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 Hold on, is that actually a word? I feel like that might be actually a word.
People will say scrim instead of scream, but that's
Nope.
that's definitely not a word.
Meanwhile, I grabbed, missing a B, my black mobile and sent a text to Sirius. Okay. I'm guessing that's supposed to be what's his name from The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Sirius Black, yes.
Yeah. I stopped doing Krukyo. You dunderhead. I'm going to kill shooted Snape, but suddenly Cerberus. Yeah, there you go. Cerberus came.
See, this is why I was confused because like that's the same fucking person. What?
Snake. 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 Dun 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 dun. Put the whip behind his back. Oh, hello, Sev. I was just teaching them something, he lied. But yes, having your pecker out. Because you have to remember, I'm teaching them about loving. Good old-fashioned wizard loving. But suddenly Lucian and Professor Trevorly came into the room, and they and Sirius unlocked the chains. Oh yeah, that's also really kinky, I guess. So they're chained up, there's a knife, and you have your pecker out. Yes,
Yeah.
teaching them something.
Definitely kinky.
I mean, it all starts somewhere. And put them around Snap. I liked it better when Snoop was here.
Right? I miss Snoop.
It's at least Snoop was gonna rap instead. Then Professor Trevorly said, "Come on, Ebony, let's go."
Let's go.
Is this stream 18 plus? I mean, all my
Yes.
streams are 18 plus.
Mine are too. All right.
That was an experience.
So that is my immortal. You're welcome.
That has to be trolling.
Let's look at the they do have like a okay. Okay. My immortal is the magnum opus of Tara I can't pronounce her last name. It is a Harry Potter fan fiction that was originally posted to fanfiction.net between 2006 and 2007. It shares its name with an Evanescence song, but has little, if anything, in common with the themes and lyrics of the song. It ran for 44 chapters, including one that was posted when someone hacked Tara's account, before Tara inexplicably stopped updating. Fans of the fanfiction has written continuations of the story. So there you go. That's my immortal.
So I have something called the Mall Ninja, Shrine to the Mall Ninja. Have you heard of the Mall Ninja?
I have not.
Let me send this to you.
Oh, please do.
I'm gonna post it in your Free the Cringe.
Thank you. This extra cringe, it can't be worse. It just can't be. You haven't seen my Gaia Online account.
I think that's
I'm
gonna
so
be I think
excited
that's
to
gonna be
show
the
you.
magnum opus of tonight.
It really will be. Collection of wisdom.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't
jeez.
know if you want me to read this or if you want.
Let me read. Okay, how far? Okay.
It's
Do
long.
I start
but
without further ado? Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Okay. I'm fucking ready. Let's go.
All right, let's do this.
Hang on, let me switch back on my my live scene. Here we go. All right. Am I being careful enough? From Glock Talk. Gecko45 writes, "Hello, friends. Last year I made the decision to trust my life on the street to Second Chance body armor. I got the level 11 2A because
Level
it stops
2A.
the most rounds. Plus, I got the trauma plate for the front. What scares me is that, although I can fit an extra trauma plate in the front, I cannot fit a second one in the back. As of late, I have taken to duct taping a second trauma plate to the area of my back where the heart and vital organs are located. Then I put my vest on. Here is the question. The duct tape solution, although tactically sound, is hot and painful to remove. I would like to go to a single plate solution in the back. What I am worried about is repeated hits to that area with 308.308?
Yep,
Or is it just
308.
308? 308 ammunition. I have a high risk security job, and I fear that I would be the target for repeated long distance shots to my back. Are any of you aware of a thicker plate that could stop, say, a 338 Lapua? Lapua?
Yeah, Lapua.
Lapua, or something like that? Is there a better way to do the second plate? By the way, I am, of course, usually carrying a pair of ceramic plates in my briefcase so that I can shield my head. My SO, we work as a team when necessary, has a similar accessory containing a breakdown NEF single-shot 300 Win Mag with an 18-inch BBL. The plan is that I shield us with my body and catch the rounds while she assembles the NEF. I lay down the covering fire with my 23, Barstow 357 Sig barrel, and she makes the long shots. I will then throw smoke grenades to obscure the area while continuing to lay covering fire. The problem is, of course, when I have to turn my back to run, and then the problem crops up. Thanks!
So I just want to put this in perspective. A 338 Lapua can blow an engine out of a truck.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so it's essentially the little baby brother to a 50 cal.
And a homeboy wants this to stop that?
Yeah. And the 308, like I have a 308 rifle that's used to take down large animals like deer, and it can even start like 308 is the bare minimum to start taking down a moose.
Jesus Christ. All right.
That's
one poster responded, if plan A is to take multiple 338 shots to the back, you really need to come up with a plan B. Needless to say, a lot of folks started seriously wondering where this guy works. All right. Gecko45 writes, what is he smoking? Yeah, seriously.
It gets better.
Thanks to everybody for the help. I am now thinking that the best thing to do is have my wife make an undervest with pouches front and rear for the additional plate. This would let me have 3 plates in front, probably 2 hot and 2 in back. What I'm asking her to do is sew in a sleeve for an ASP collapsible baton. Right now I'm taping the ASP to my right calf. The left calf is where I have my G27. It's okay for me to talk about my job as long as I'm not too specific. I am the sergeant of a 3-man rapid tactical force at one of America's largest indoor retail shopping areas.
This dude is a mall cop.
Although there are typically between 15 and 20 normal security officers working the beat there, we decided a while ago that it would be best to have a specialized force for violent individuals. We use modified electric vehicles and can be anywhere on a given floor within 8.5 minutes.
Usually 8.5. I just want to point out 8.5 minutes is usually enough time for anyone who wanting to do any violence have done that violence and be gone.
Yeah. Naturally, the regular security people are unarmed. We RTFers, by arrangement with the local police, carry high-strength OC spray and batons. If we have a full tactical alert and permission from the local LEOs, we also have a Mossberg 500 with less lethal rounds. Less lethal.
And
not non-lethal. Less lethal.
A Mossberg 500 is a shotgun.
Jesus Christ. Oh, so it's like a beanbag.
It's a beanbag.
Oh my God.
Or rubber rounds.
Yeah. And 2 K-frame Smith 38s loaded with 158
158 grain.
158 grain?
Which is a revolver.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Okay. Basically, the situation is that we get the call, we lock up the situation, put everything 5x5, and cordon the area until the local authorities arrive. We're cops. We just don't get the glory. I am not permitted to carry Glocks on duty. However, when my wife picks me up from work, I strap on the deadly duo of a 27 and 23, each with Barstow 357 BBL. I am writing a proposal to replace our current Mossberg Smith armament with the following. 3 MP5K PDW with red dot sights.
A MP5K personal defense weapon is a submachine gun chambered in 9mm with a 30-round magazine.
For a fucking mall cop. 2 G36 rifles using SS-109 rounds. Three.
G30. Do you guys want me to keep on doing breakdown of these guns?
I want the context, please.
A G36 is the German Belgian is a Belgian assault rifle using in I believe it's chambered in 5.56 with 30 round magazine. To put this into reference, all the special op guys always want MP5s. They shoot incredibly straight. They are just dead on, always good. Like they made the guys who made the MP5 have attempted to replace the MP5, and everyone just goes back to MP5. MP5 is still better.
Wow.
Glocks, everyone knows what a Glock is. I don't know.
Practical tactiles in 357 SIG. One PSG1 using Fed gold medal 308s.
PSG1 is a ridiculous. It's a semi-automatic sniper rifle, essentially.
Fucking kidding me? A starlight scope for the PSG1 in case we lose power in the building.
I believe that's a thermal optic.
3 Glock 27 backup guns. And 3 car P9 holdouts.
I don't know what a P9 a car P9 holdout is. I'm going to guess it's a 9mm. Just guessing from how over the top this guy is, I'm guessing he's going to consider the holdout as a 9mm. But in reality, that's I'll just and the thing that confuses me is Glocks. I don't think I've ever seen a Glock come in 357. That's usually like a revolver caliber. I've seen Glocks come in 9mm. I've seen them come in 10mm. I've seen them come in 45. I've never seen them in 355 SIG.
Jesus Christ. I think this would make us capable of facing nearly any situation. I'll let you know what the management says.
Which, MP5s I think are like a $2,000 gun.
Bruh.
And G36 is even more.
Give it to the mock-up. Like, fuck you. All right. Bullshit alarms, yes. Gecko45 writes, I do not understand the joke or the Rambo. I am in a high-risk job. It is not the Mall of America, but I'll tell you what, it's no podunk mall either. I am a responsible citizen who has made the choice to carry at all times. I defend others. If something happens at the mall, then I would be the hero, not those of you who are making fun of me for no reason. Yes, I'm not a Green Beret, but guess what? Neither are you. And unlike you, I have to face unruly shoppers every day. My real problem is that, like any LEO, I have enemies because of my job. They may have access to high-powered rifles. My job starts and ends at the same time every day. Although I use 4 rotating routes to drive to and from work, I am still vulnerable during the walk to and from my car. This is the time that I load up on the trauma plates because I do not want to be shot dead. Also, someone said that my TAC team doesn't get training. Not true. We meet at the range every night and shoot 400 rounds through weapons that closely resemble our duty setup. We also practice unarmed combat. I am a master of 3 martial arts, including ninjutsu, which means that I can wear the special boots to climb walls.
Yup.
Okay. I don't think any of you are working as hard as I am to be prepared. I ask a serious question about tactical armor, and I wanted a serious response. If you want to laugh at somebody, try laughing at the sheep out there who go to the mall unarmed, trusting in me to stand guard over their lives like a god. 400 rounds a night would come out close to $30K a year. Yeah, ammo's not cheap, bro.
No, it's nowadays it'd probably come out closer to 60.
Oh my god. Yeah, the last sentence will just live in infamy. That's phenomenal. He disappeared, as trained masters of ninjutsu are known to do. Ninjutsu. He later reappeared on the HK91 forums, starting a thread called Need SW Advice from Todd. It's worth noting that the Todd referred to here is a company called Special Weapons, and apparently both his products and business practices leave a great deal to be desired. Gecko45 writes, Todd, I have recently been attempting to acquire an SW5 for my work as one of a group of security personnel. I have heard good things about your guns on most of the gun boards, except, of course, for the ones where they treat everybody badly. Okay. Right? What the fuck is this? Spec Op Mall Cops?
I
Oh, jeez. I have already purchased 2 of your SW3s from an estate sale. I had a chance to pick up a lot of different guns, but I wanted an SW and am pleased with the quality, fit, and finish. I'm going to go test fire them Tuesday. The tax refund was good to me. Do you have any ammunition recommendations? I'm planning on using American Eagle 9mm. I am wondering who I can purchase an SW5 from in upstate New York and whether or not you will take a credit card. My employer said that he would pay for one of its choosing, but that it would be a police surplus HK. I think it would be better to have a new gun that is just as good as an HK than one of those used German guns. I will purchase it personally and keep it when I retire. I have been to your website and all the guns look great. In a month, I would like to purchase one of your HK91 clones. Although I could go with a parts gun, I would prefer to purchase from a reputable manufacturer. Sorry, honey, I can't make it to little Timmy's piano recital. I'm at the range with the boys depleting his college funds.
So I just want to point out, HK, right, is Heckler and Koch. Heckler and Koch is the company that makes the G36,
Which is what?
the assault rifle that they want and that you wanted.
Oh, wow. Let me know where I can get one, and I want people here who don't like Todd to... Oh, okay. I want people here who don't like Todd to know that these guns I have now look great, and I'll bet that Tuesday they shoot great too. I think lots of people here are just envious of a businessman who actually sells stuff. Anyhow, good luck. Keep up the good work. This world needs your better guns.
Also, upstate New York is infamous on how hard it is to actually get guns.
That's
Like,
not surprising.
They're a they will only give you a permit to have a gun if they see the need for you to have it. It's not a state where they will give it to you if you apply. They don't have to find a reason not to give it to you. They have to find a reason to give it to you.
I see.
Which, I mean, you
Makes more sense to me.
which were
Like finding a reason to give you a gun.
I disagree.
I don't like guns, so
I do. So.
that's fair. That's fine. To each their own. I'm not a fan, but all right. Some people thought that maybe this was indeed Todd trying to hype himself, and so he goes, "I am not Todd. I am just a guy who wants to ask him some questions about these very nice special weapons guns I just got, and I don't see why everyone is so nasty with him anyhow. Has anyone ever proved that he cheated somebody? I did not think so. I think that you should give his products a chance. In my line of work, we only use the best, and these look like they are the best, so that is why I bought them. Why must I repeat myself? I am not Todd. I am a security officer, and I need some questions answered about my choice of on-duty weapon. Why must you persist in saying that I am Todd? I am a professional with a serious job, and when I need answers about the equipment I trust my life to, I go to the source. I'll bet that all of you do not have jobs where people's lives may be at stake, so you use some other gun, but I'll bet you the first time I shoot my SW3s, they'll work better than the HK ever would. To answer your question about where I work and what I guard, I'm the lieutenant of a 3-man rapid tactical force team in one of the nation's largest indoor retail shopping centers. My job is to defend and protect the lives of the many shoppers who currently visit this center, and in my line of work, you cannot be too careful. My job requires that my weapons be of the highest quality, and compared to the HK94 my team leader owns, it is a great gun. The HK MP5 SD we test first was quiet but kept jamming with Hydra shocks. The round would go nose up out of the magazine and stop the bolt, and I kept having to clear the chamber. I will not buy any more HKs because of these FTFs.
Failure to fire.
Thank you. The Civi-legal HK94 does the same thing. We are completely done with pistol caliber HKs on our team. Our equipment must be reliable. For the same reason, however, we will continue to use the G36 rifles per patrol because they do work more smoothly than the M4s. I just need a reliable replacement for the HKs, and we chose SW because of their availability and reputation.
I'm calling bullshit because there's no way he got a G36. And an M4.
Not
That's
only
bullshit.
given up on grammar and punctuation, but has transcended the boundaries of the paragraph as we know it.
Well, here's the thing. G36, you can't even get those outside of Germany. Petulant and Koch won't sell those to people outside, any person outside of Germany.
This feels like they let an FBI agent's kid try to run a sting operation.
It absolutely does.
Okay, we were previously restricted to 38s and 2 Mossberg 500s with less lethal rounds in them, but when our team saved the life and possibly the virginity of the mayor's nephew,
Wait, what?
there was a special relaxation of the rules made for us due to the fact that the nephew, who will remain nameless to prevent a scandal, was saved by us using weapons better than our issue setup. So now we have good funding for gear for our jobs, and we need to find reliable SMGs, but the HKs just won't cut it.
Okay. First off, okay, so do you know how much paperwork that you have to go through to get a fully automatic weapon?
No.
It's about, I think it's like 3 years to get a fully automatic weapon, and they do background checks on you and pretty much every single person that you have communicated with in like 10 years. They do background checks on all of those people. And they talk to all those people.
Wow.
And if one person or they find one thing wrong, they will deny you. Getting a fully automatic weapon is nearly impossible. Also, it costs about $10,000 to get the license.
Good.
So it's a commitment if you want a fully automatic weapon.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's saying that we have G36, which is a full rifle caliber, and then saying that he's got SMGs, both of which one is complete. You can't get from outside Germany, and Germany's not going to let you fly. No airline's going to let you fly. Well, you can fly with guns as long as they're disassembled.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. There's actually a really cool video of someone showing the gun case, like, yeah, this is a SAW squad automatic weapon that we are transferring over to another facility, and it's like, yeah, you can fly with stuff as long as it's disassembled and you can fly with it. So and it has to be they have to put it in the cargo hold. You can't
you can't have it with you, obviously.
Yep. Can't check it. So
all right. Hello, Gecko 45, or should I say Mall Ninja? Just some real quick advice. Stay away from special weapons. To call them shit would be too nice. Also, saved the mayor's nephew? Is that some kind of fucking joke? It was a hostage situation that was hushed up. The SWAT pretty boys were overpowered by the Gap, and we backup RTFers had to resume our roles and basically put everything 5x5. The takedown was actually applied with SW weapons, SW3s. It happened a while ago. There is no way you would know what city I'm in, so I can reveal these details. Let's just say that the mayor really had really deep pockets to keep all of this out of the news. People aren't so holy and upstanding when you get at your checkbook. They start to forget stuff. At least that's what I understood happened. Oh, God. All right. I take no responsibility for coffee or other fluids that may be ejected from your nostrils. Put down your drinks, y'all. This is about to get serious. Spec Ops writes, listen, I don't expect you civilians to understand the situation, but bear with me and I'll see if I can pound it into you soft skulls. With the decay of society and the rotting away of the moral fiber of our country, this world is getting more and more dangerous and downright mean. Fucking chips. God damn it.
Yep.
Okay. Who do you think protects you from the scum of this society? The cops, the FBI, the army? Yes, again, it's the guys guarding your companies, your banks, your schools, your homes, your supermarkets, and yes, smartass, even your malls. What good are the cops going to be if a shooter shows up at your workplace? How about your kid's school? Remember Columbine? I'll tell you what the cops do. They call the SWAT team and screw around trying to locate the front door for 30 minutes while you or your children are shot down like prairie dogs at a drunken machine gun shoot.
Which reminds me of the one place, which reminds me of the thing that irritates me greatly, is that cops have no duty to protect.
Yeah, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, no,
on so many levels.
If you do not have a duty to protect, you do not get a paycheck.
Yeah,
that's not
if you
your
don't
job.
like, what? Then why the fuck are you a cop?
Exactly.
Get out of here. Anyway.
And yeah.
We are on site when the cops are cruising around handing out speeding tickets or harassing prostitutes. We risk our lives so you can go home to mommy at the end of the day, and this is the respect we get? Hell, I'd call some of us heroes, but I'm sure most of you juveniles don't understand the meaning of such a distinguished word. So go play Rainbow Six and frag some tangos and tell your mommy to bring you back some milk and cookies. Meanwhile, my ass is won the line, so your fat butt can go to the mall and pick up the latest copy of Computer Gaming Monthly without getting jumped and sodomized in the mall bathroom. Stay safe, Gecko45. I got your back, brother.
I do enjoy how he goes frag some tangos when he keeps on going 5x5. In the fucking... No one does that.
Gecko45 writes, we only patrol the roof, maintenance areas, and parking lots with rifles. MP5s for if TSHTF indoors. What?
Shit hits the fan.
Oh. Can't even bear to look at the screen, such as the pain. How do you think I feel? And Glock 30s on our belts. The MP5 is carried discreetly under the seats of the electric transportation cart, the Segway. And we only wear BDUs. It is not extreme to be prepared, and the merchants don't mind. It keeps the neo-Nazi gangs and the Crips out the mall. What about the Bloods? Huh?
No, the Bloods... How do you think they got the SMGs?
Okay, so this mall belongs to the Bloods. Got it?
Yes.
We did have a situation, but such things are easily disguised as, say, an evacuation due to a gas leak at one of the restaurants, and the operation of both sides was so well contained that they almost got wee with it, and we just managed to bring it to a halt. This is not a fantasy, it is my job, and if it's too harsh of reality for your armchair commandos, then get another beer and change websites, because this is the real world of CQB. I can hack it.
Close quarter combat. Which
I can hack it, can you? I do not think so, and your attempt to make fun of me is lame and childish. Oh, Jesus, this is so long.
Yeah, it keeps going. That's the thing. It just keeps going, and you think you've reached the end, and it keeps going.
I'm not reading the rest of it, but holy shit. You seem like the kind of guy that plays with your own feces. We have a name for guys like you in the industry. Fecal freaks. One time I had to do a dynamic entry on the ladies' bathroom because some freak had snuck in there and was trying to smear excrement on one of the lady patrons. You should have seen the look on his face when I pulled my Mark 23 on him. I think he made another little mess in his pants.
Okay, so I'm just scrolling through this. Gone are the days of gangbangers armed with chrome Orkrins in 25, which I've never seen anything in 25 caliber. It's always 22 or 9. I've never seen a 25 caliber. And Tech 9s. No. No. A lot of these kids are sporting Glocks and 10mm. That's reasonable. And 357. I've never seen a Glock in 357. I'm sure they exist, but I've mostly seen revolvers. Some USPs, which is SIGs, yes. And this is where the bullshit starts. And occasionally a Desert Eagle in 50 Action Express. A Desert Eagle in... Do you realize how much money a Desert Eagle is?
No.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's thousands. And 50 Action Express, you're spending a whole lot of money for that. Usually they are wearing at least level 2A concealable vests. So gangbangers are now wearing body armor with Desert Eagles, which aren't even the actual name of that weapon. Desert Eagles, that's from Call of Duty, by the way. That's not the actual name of the pistol.
Oh my god.
Call of Duty came up with that name.
Wow.
Long arms ranging from AKs to AR-15s. What's the name then? Name. I can't remember the name.
Nightmare, you gotta link it if you want us to read it.
But AKs, like, long arm range from AKs to AR-15s. Those are both platforms. Okay, so yes, but I can go down to the gun store and just get an AK or an AR-15 platform. All of them are based on the AK or the AR-15 platform. Like that's every more or less anything that's not a bolt action rifle is based off of that. The usual shotguns and some long range stuff. Ran into a Remington 700 in 300 Win Mag. Yeah, that's not unreasonable to find a Remington 700 and 300 Win Mag. But do you know what that is? That's a bolt action rifle.
That's gonna be helpful in a mall cop situation.
Well, that's what he's saying gangbangers have. They have Remington
They
700s.
have bolt action rifles.
Yeah, gangbangers have bolt action rifles now.
Okay.
Where the fuck do you find this? This was introduced to me by Devil back when we worked together.
Of course it was from Devil. Why am I not surprised?
Amateur gunsmiths. One kid an SKS.
Did he write this?
No, he did not write this. We had a joy reading through this. An SKS is a Russian, what is it? Russian rifle, I think. It's not the shotgun. An SKS is a Russian rifle. I feel like you contributed. I wish I could come up with shit this funny. If I could,
Soga's a hater saying that this is still better than My Immortal.
if I could come up with shit like this, I would be popular on Twitch.
Oh my god.
And cut down like a Kernkov. What the fuck? Yeah, sure. Like carbine length of folding stock. Had another Rem 110 modified to fire in full auto. Except it from a USAS 12. Okay, so this guy is saying that someone got a bolt action rifle, a Remington 110, modified to fire in full auto with a 20 round drum magazine in shotgun shells. Now, I don't know if I need to say this, but you need to do so much modifications to a bolt action rifle to make it fire in a shotgun caliber. Not even caliber, in a shotgun shell. Even the smallest one. There are so many things you have to change. You have to change you have to essentially, you might as well just take a shotgun and change it rather than take a rifle.
I think I've seen this nightmare.
and it goes better. Now I mainly work in corporate security. You wouldn't believe the gear these corp espionage types use. Thermal controlled suits to beat heat sensors, night vision goggles, MP5s again. Oh god.
Do we wish I did fuck up. I did fuck up by doing this.
I enjoy the sentence. One time I had to do a dynamic entry on the ladies' bathroom because some freak had snuck in there. Yeah. Oh, that's the one. Was trying to smear excrement on
the fecal freaks.
Are you gonna read the entire thing? No, I'm not gonna.
No.
We should never consider using any missiles larger than our modified surplus. Why did this go into missiles?
What?
We don't like to parade around in uniform like a bunch of drunken Shriners at a gay rights parade.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
That's me, the drunken Shiner, whatever.
Whatever. We have several Hummers with machine guns mounted for our two HK-21Es. I believe that's a fully automatic 7.62, which is the round that an AK-47 uses. So, but it's just a fully automatic heavy version of that. And two very special armored vehicles for more serious work. Hint, the U.S. Marine Corporation has a two less in their inventory now. We've been faced with several bad guys with anti-armor weapons. So RPG-7s, AT-4s. So these are rocket-propelled grenades. That
Bruh.
Yeah. And even a Tau 2, which I think is a line-propelled grenade, which is what they're using in Ukraine now to take out, like, tanks.
Homeboy really deep putting his life on the line? Yeah.
Like,
being a mall cop is very dangerous.
Yeah. And I have personally saved the ass virginity of several young boys in my days, but there are many brave men like myself out there who risk their lives daily so that boys like yourself can live a normal heterosexual life.
Normal heterosexual life.
Oh,
Oh,
here's
jeez.
the mayor's nephew again. His face distorted in tears. The Gap employees who asked had to settle for a cover's identity signature. The flashbangs. No,
Yeah,
the
it's
smell of
it's
napalm in the evening breeze. I love the
oh,
smell of napalm in
jeez.
the morning.
Oh my god. We got more stuff to talk about.
Those Asian gangs love Mortal Kombat. A perp popped up from behind the counter of the Orange Julius counter with a full auto Kalashnikov, which is an AK, with a 75-round drum.
Sure.
There
This
you
is
go.
just a video game. Like,
This is someone who played Call of Duty.
yeah. Either this place is in Detroit or this mall is in the middle of a war zone.
It has an Orange Julius, so I'm gonna say it's probably not Detroit.
Yeah.
Because
Shall
Detroit's
we?
more...
Shall we?
Yes, let's move on.
All right. Do you want to read the Mario?
Hold on,
The Mario thing. It's very good.
Oh, is it? Oh boy.
Yes, it's good. I like it. I appreciate it. As somebody who has written multiple essays on anime, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Let us
Okay.
let us read the Mario essay. Here, let me zoom in a bit for you.
Mario, the idea versus Mario, the man. Everyone knows Mario is cool as fuck.
Horrible opening.
That's a great opening. But who knows what he's thinking? Who knows why he crushes turtles?
To save the princess? Also gross.
And why do we think about him as fondly as we think of the mythical, non-existent Dr. Pepper, perchance?
You can't just say perchance.
I believe it was Kant who said, experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is intellectual play. Mario exhibits experience by crushing turts all day.
Stop.
But he exhibits theory by stating, let's go. Keep it up, baby.
What?
When Mario leaves his place of safety to stomp a turkey, he knows that he may die.
Okay.
And yet, for a man who can purchase lives with money, a life becomes a mere store of value, a tax that can be paid for, much as a rich man feels any law is with a price, or fine is a price.
Fine.
We think of Mario as a hero, but he is simply a 1%er of a more privileged variety.
Why are we saying this?
The life kind. Perchance.
What? Perchance.
Fantastic.
I love this. It's great. All right, scroll back to 100%. All right. Phenomenal. I got to switch back to intermission. Would you guys... Okay, so I have a couple options. I have Tumblr cringe posts. They're pretty quick. I have a fan fiction that a friend of mine wrote. And the title is, Oh, the Things I've Done to Armin's Ass.
What the fuck?
It's an Attack on Titan fan fiction.
Oh god.
And then we have my Gaia account that I would happily bring you through and read out my unchanged Gaia online profile from when I made it when I was like 13.
I have no idea what Gaia is.
So Gaia Online was essentially a forums account that you could sign up. It was completely free, and you can make a little avatar, and you could earn in-game money by playing like puzzles and games and stuff, and you could use that money to buy items for your avatar. I dressed it up the way that I think 13-year-old me would have wanted, because I wanted to share with you what that looked like. I didn't change the hair though, because I don't fucking care. Oh my god, it logged me out. Hang on.
Fanfics always bring top tier cringe. Yes. I'm
Oh.
kind of surprised at how much content we've done. I thought we would have a lot. I thought this would go a
Less.
lot quicker.
So my current outfit is a fishnet shirt, a black bra, a cat collar, elf ears, fingerless gloves, a leather mini skirt, over that a purple ruffly half skirt, so that's like it's like over the back and not the front. Fishnet thigh highs, flats with blue polka dots, a black halo, black wiry dragon wings, and a black dragon with red eyes flying behind me.
That is amazing. I need to see this.
You want to see this? All
I
right.
want to see this.
All right. I'm putting it up on my live scene now. This is Gaia Online.
Holy crap.
This is my avatar up here. The overall layout of this website has not changed since I was like 13.
I'm doing Streamception right
in.
now. Wait, zoom in. I'm looking at your stream.
I'm zooming in.
I'm streaming on your stream right now. I'm streaming your stream to be able to see this.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Are you showing me in the? Okay, there you go. Okay, I see now.
That's my avatar. And as you can see, I have quite a lot of clothing. Right? Let's see. Hang on.
I'm gonna have a little bit of a delay because of
That's fine. I have some gothic butterfly wings if I want to get some pretty purple wings. Or I don't know, this like purple obi. Or a cool ass mask. Why do we like the color black so much? Because I'm edgy. Right? I couldn't be seen in real life, so I had to be seen on Gaia. Yeah, so this is my character. And like you had dumb things like an aquarium and a car and a house, and you could like meet up with your friends on towns and hang out and talk in like real time. But the kicker, behold, this page has not changed.
Okay.
It's
still on your clothing, so
I know. That's okay. You'll get there.
Or it's aquarium car. I'm so glad that I didn't care about the internet until Call of Duty 4. The reason I got into the internet was Call of Duty.
Penguin minus the penguin part, yes.
What the fuck is this bullshit? Why is there? What the fuck?
So all of these other characters are my friends. They were my friends' avatars that I put on here. I made like 3 different accounts. I think 2 of them are gone. One of them is Brian the Pimp. My Pimptastic playlist betch was from playlist.com that I had embedded the playlist into, and it no longer exists.
That is a shame.
What it's my style is what my avatar is currently wearing. Help please is things that are on my wish list. Honestly, WTF is all of my journals. And yes, I will happily read you some of these journal entries. My bio was titled Rawr, R-A-W-R. Shall I read you my bio? I'm going to read it anyway. Location, insane. Occupation, insane.
I mean, it's still correct, so.
It is still correct. Anyway, hey, I'm Crystal. Well, that's actually my pen name, but is it really smart to give out my real name over the internet? Didn't think so. Anywho, since you're here, I might as well give you what you came for. Stalker information. Random dude in the background. It's not stalking, it's research.
Oh, God.
O.O. I'm scared now. Ow, my head hurts. DX. Whatever. So, on to stalker info. I mean, research. Favorites. Food. Macaroni and cheese. Still true. Chocolate. Still true. Granola bars. Not really. Cereal. Yeah. Chicken. Pocky. Yes, I'm still a weeb. Drinks. Sweet tea with a smiley face. Could you tell I lived in the fucking South? Coke? No. Water? Yes. Blue Gatorade, the light blue. Still accurate. Root beer. Colors. Red, blue, dark green, like emerald, silver, and purple. Oh, those are pretty true, actually. I still like those colors. Gems. My favorite gems. Onyx, topaz, garnet, emerald, sapphire, jade, and amethyst. Music. All rock, some rap, pretty much everything. Bands. Check my interests, which are over here. My hobbies, bitch. And add Goo Goo Dolls to that. So my favorite bands is Linkin Park, Meatloaf, Kiss, Rush, The Eagles, Lifehouse, Eminem, One Direction, and Fun. Any standout rap songs? My go-to karaoke song is Slim Shady by Eminem. The real Slim Shady. I'm the whitest motherfucker in the room, but I can rap the best, so. Let's see here. Video games, Crash, Spyro, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Katamari Damacy, DDR, and Guitar Hero. All of those are still accurate. Although I haven't played Guitar Hero in a very long time.
I haven't either.
Miscellaneous likes, sleep, very true. Reading, very true. My boyfriend. Who the fuck was I dating at this time?
I wonder if you just said that just to be cool.
No, I was definitely dating somebody because I think it was oh my god. I'm pretty sure this was the one that went to a mental hospital when I broke up with him.
What the fuck?
He threatened suicide. I don't know what to tell you.
Well done.
Yeah, I have quite the taste in men, apparently.
Clearly.
Eating, still true. Playing DDR, I do like that. Being lazy, yes. Getting good grades without really trying, God, I wish I could do that still.
Humble brag.
Humble brag. Yeah, that's the neurodivergent in me. Back in I didn't struggle until senior year of high school when I took calculus, and then I was like, what the fuck is going on, actually? I never learned how to study.
Yeah, I never learned how to study either. It sucked when I got to college. And
yeah, and then I had to learn how to study. All right, dislikes, country music, Pink, cheerleaders, hoes, whores, potheads, people who hurt my friends, mushrooms, canned asparagus, anchovies, being lonely, not being with my boyfriend right now, Justin Bieber, posers, and douchebags.
Jesus. Specifically canned.
Yeah, no, I like fresh asparagus. But canned asparagus is disgusting. What's the problem with mushrooms? I don't like the texture. The taste is fine. I still don't like the texture. It's seriously all about texture. Canned asparagus is the same thing. I don't like the texture of it. What are you giggling about?
Because every single time I think mushrooms, I think dick.
Oh my god. Okay. I've got quotable quotes. Silence is golden, duct tape is silver. Do you need a demonstration? Peak Facebook humor right there. Who you callin' short, you fatso? I'm pretty sure that's from Fullmetal Alchemist. Who the hell is responsible for this fiasco? God, I don't remember what that's for. From I lost my mind. I think the kids took it. Also Facebook humor. I am lost. I have gone to look for myself. If I should return before I get back, please ask me to wait. Also Facebook. Why is it called After Dark when it is really After Light? I thought I was so fucking smart for that one. All right, quotes by Meh and Michaela-chan in our stories when I would write fan fictions with my friend. Well, you can tell Orochimaru to shove his wishes up his snaky ass where they belong, because I'm never gonna join him. ROC, Amaya Uchiha. Yes.
Oh God.
Itachi's sister. She still exists. Shut up, Deidara. Members of the Jashin religion can't have relationships outside of Jashinism, so there's no chance of you getting laid. Same fanfiction. Just a different character. Quotes from random fanfics. Hey, Deidara-chan, you asshole, I bet you haven't read these emails. From Hidan. Our pasta, who art in a colander, draining be your noodles. Thy noodle come, thy sauce be on top some grated parmesan. Give us this day our garlic bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trample on our lawns. And lead us not into vegetarianism, for thine is the meatball, the onion, and the bay leaf. Forever and ever, ramen.
That's
the
actually pretty funny.
Pastafarian. That's the Pastafarian Lord's Prayer.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I don't give a flying fuck about you and your pansy ass noodle fetish. Now get the fuck off me. That's all from like the same fanfic. And it's about Toby from Naruto being a Pastafarian and trying to convert other people. And yeah, Hidan as he's being beat up with a pasta fork by Toby.
Isn't I think I've read that one. I think I've actually.
I feel like it was pretty popular for a bit. All right, quotes from random places. Get off me, you scumbag, from Final Fantasy IX. Run away, Demix. And it's my lucky charm. Make sure to give it back to me. 4 out of 5 doctors agree that I am insane.
So edgy.
And then we have my comment section from my friends. And this is literally just the one friend who comes in occasionally every few months or so. We have, let's see.
Wait, hold on. This was 2020.
2020. Coming at you from 2020 shame hours. And then like literally a year apart. 12 to 2014. Hey, bitch. 9/30/2015. Hey, bitch, but in big purple. And then if we scroll down, we got the little panda. I thought I had more like off in the corner, but I think it went away. You can't insert cute kiwi here. Yeah, so in middle school, we called each other by fruit names. I was Cherry-chan. Our friend was Kiwi-chan. We had an apple and a strawberry-chan as well. But there wasn't a kiwi sticker, so no kiwi. But yeah, this is my Gaia Online profile. It has not changed in 10 years.
Oh,
it's phenomenal, isn't it? Let's see, what's the oldest? 2011. Hang on.
Okay,
Let me
7.
view
Shut
all
the fuck up
comments.
about that. 7. Shut the fuck up about that.
What? It became J-Man, and Joshy isn't. Let's see.
I'm gonna make that a banned
Turtle.
word. I'm gonna make that a banned word.
31 pages of fucking comments.
Christ.
2008. How are you not dying showing us this? You see, Saga, you've underestimated my power. I don't give a fuck what people think of me anymore. All right, I went through that time period. I had my shame. I was called a not-retard and all that shit in middle school. And now I just don't fucking care. Like, I wear costumes and get drunk on convention floors with my friends. You really think I give a shit what anybody thinks about me anymore?
Okay, hold on. I just
this is a shrine to my past self.
Soga, I just want to mention, yes, there is a cult. There's been 2 cults made around me. I have to say the phrase, if I had a nickel for every time this has happened, I would have 2 nickels, which is odd that has happened more than once.
Yeah.
This once was around my hair back in high school.
Oh my god.
And
I'm looking at some of these names and I fucking remember these people. Like this one, Jaeger Zero over here on the left with the like explosion around his face. I had the biggest fucking crush on him in like 8th grade. He was definitely significantly older than me and should not have been talking to me. Like looking back on it, it was kind of fucking weird. But like, I think about him sometimes. I'm like, I hope he's okay. I hope he's doing all right. He has never logged back on. And I'm glad for him.
Well,
The fuck is this? What is this? I think my friend drew this for me.
who's literally just in a bikini.
No, that's underwear.
Oh,
She's naked.
even better.
Like if I go into my avatar and I click the get naked button, that is exactly what it looks like. It's just that. It's just the underwear.
Wow.
Yep. So
Part of the
That's
Discord
fun.
could be used as Cringe-mas. Technically, all the Germanian stuff could be used as Cringe-mas stuff, yes. I want that to die.
who the fuck is this? This is fucking Haku? What? Oh yeah, also, so the funny thing about Gaia is that like it used to just be like you could go on to the games and you could play some puzzles and you could earn up enough money to buy things off the marketplace secondhand for your avatar. It was fine. You'd earn like maybe 100 gold an hour, whatever. Do you see how much money I have?
Oh.
I logged in and it gave me 500 million gold for logging in. Because it switched the owners switched hands at one point and they started selling for real money Gaia cash. Like you had to buy this cash to use, just literally a gold generator. Like you could pay like $2 and you would get anywhere from 1 million to 5 million gold just by clicking a button. And it destroyed the economy. Absolutely destroyed it. There's like whole essays about it. Like people have done their theses on this. It's insane. Where's the marketplace? Here we go. Like I've got items on my wish list that are now averaging for 654 billion gold. And when I put it on there, it was maybe like in the 50,000 range. I really wanted the Fomal Alchemist Ouroboros tattoo. It is now 20 trillion gold.
Wow.
Like at this point, it becomes easier to change it into like they had to make a whole new system of currency for this because the gold is just it's useless now. So you had to switch it to let's see, you have to switch it to platinum, which is just a different thing, and I can't figure out how, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
I just log on occasionally and I'm like, wow, this is fucked up, and then I leave. But yeah, that's Gaia Online. And there's a bunch of forums that you could go to so you can talk about whatever's hot. There's the community, there's Gaia Gaming, like there's role plays. So like Gaia is where I learned how to role play because that was just a really big thing in Gaia was role playing. Let's see.
You know, I'm glad the very first thing I did while playing online is play Call of Duty.
It was honestly probably better for you.
I feel like I've developed better mentally because I played a violent video game
But
where
see?
killing other people compared
I'm
to
not ashamed of who I am now.
I'm not ashamed either. I'm just I think I'm a better person for never being on that site.
Anyway, I want you guys to look at these beautiful cringe Tumblr posts. Put some stuff in the Cringe-mas.
All right. We'll look
What
at
did
these
you put in
Tumblr
the
posts
Cringe-mas?
first.
Yeah, let's see here. Everyone is embarrassed of their 14-year-old self. Trust me, if you're 14 right now, you will regret whatever it is that you're doing at this moment. And someone reblogs, Slytherin Star Kid of TARDIS. What? Being a super Hulakian, Tumblarian, and just being generally pretty good? I don't think so. J-Man, do you know what Super Hulak was?
No.
It was the triple threat fandom of people who were into Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock. The BBC Sherlock. And oh my god.
What?
Yep. Those were the big three fandoms of Tumblr for a while. So much it's a fucking Super Hulak was a term.
Well then.
And then shit like this would happen. where people would declare fandom wars, and it was just bad overall. I really hope they found that post again. Me too. Me too. I don't even want to read this.
Don't worry, I
It
will.
hurts to look at.
Tumblr right now. Believers, we fucking declare war on your supernatural fandom. Supernatural fandom, laughing uncontrollably. Oh yeah? Bring it on. Movie ends. It sounds like something Dr. Seuss writes. Don't fuck with a special.
SPN.
I know. I want to say
Okay.
special. Special fandom.
Special fandom, yeah.
That's what they are. It is defended. Yes, Sherlockians. Don't talk out loud, believers. You're lowering Tumblr's IQ. Don't worry, the entire site's not even room temperature. It's a ice cold glass of water.
Yeah.
Not the special fandom, you bitch. Raises wand, which we know is a penis. So
Yep.
kinky. It's Potter too.
Yep.
Hannibals
For Hannibal.
People
the
just
the
always
Hannibal series.
yeah. People
Yeah.
always want to like fuck serial killers or something like that. What the fuck is up with that?
This isn't even the worst one that I could find. Like, I have seen worse because there are huge chains of reblogs where they just attached, like, it would be everyone gather around, and then it would be like, Sherlockians, get your thinking caps on, and it would be a fucking gif. And then Supernatural fans, get out your salt, and it would be a Supernatural gif. And Doctor Who fans, get your TARDISes and your sonic screwdrivers, and it would be a Doctor Who gif. And it went on for like 10 or 11 levels of shit like that. And I wish I could find one, but I could not find it in time because I wanted to share that.
I think the world is better for having that be just gone.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
We shall check what got posted into the
Cringe-mas let's look.
Oh, it's some fanfics.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm
Fanfiction.net. Ooh, I don't know about the first one.
Yeah, let's not show that real quick.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh my god. How long is... Oh, this is long.
Which one? The first one?
No, the first one, yeah.
It's not that long.
It's not that long. What? Oh, yeah, no. Let's not read that one. If you read the like summary at the top, no thanks.
Okay, yeah. Alright, what's this other one? Is it good? Is it fair to read?
It's on the level of My Immortal, but it's Sonic.
Fantastic. Alright. Meeting her. Flashback. After kicking... Hold on, let me bring up chat.
Oh yeah, let me switch over so y'all can see.
After kicking Eggman's butt, they saw two foxes. Hi, son, they said in unison. Mom, Dad, no comma. Is it really you? Shouted Tails. You see, Tails' parents weren't dead. They were held captive by Eggman. Yes, Miles replied. His mom... Hi, son, said his father. Amadeus? Amadeus? Amadeus.
Probably.
Tails hugged the both of them and shed tears of joy. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. He has been watching me for 8 years. He is way awesome. That's nice, Miles. Could you please call me Tails, Mom? Sure, hun, Julie replied. They then moved in with our favorite hedgehog. Wrong R there. End flashback. It was a few weeks later when they heard a knock at the door. Sonic opened it, and there stood a light yellow furred fox to his side with gorgeous blue eyes. How could I help you today, ma'am? Sonic asked. Well, I was wondering if you could help me find my parents, replied the fox. First thing I would like to know is what is your name? He replied, okay,
What?
Prowler.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow,
Star
Seven.
Prowler. They're in here, Sonic stated. Thank you so much, said Star. Hey, no sweat for the hedgehog. There's no E again, said
I
Sonic,
know.
not capitalized. Oh my god, Amadeus, come quickly, shouted Julia, also not capitalized. Yes, he said before he saw their daughter, wrong there, in the doorway. Hi, Mom, not capitalized. Hi, Dad, not capitalized. OMG, who says OMG? Miles, which is actually capitalized, said Star.
Yeah.
It pisses me off that capitalizes Miles and Star, but not Mom, Dad, or Sonic.
It's fine.
She ran over and bear hugged her little brother. Do I, not capitalized, no, you.
Not capitalized.
I guess I'm going to be pointing these things out as I read this, because fuck it, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Question, fucking murdered the language right there. Tails, not capitalized. No, I, not capitalized, am your sister, Star, not no comma, Star said. Why they call you Star, Tails, not capitalized, said. She puffed her large tail, which split into 5. That's why. No apostrophe.
No
She
apostrophe.
said. Cool, said Tails, not capitalized. Later, not capitalized, that night, around 8 o'clock in the morning, because there's no PM, so it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Tails, not capitalized, was being tucked in. Night, little bro, Sonic said. Night, Sonic. Oh, actually capitalized. Hey, little bro, no comma. With that, Sonic, not capitalized, left the room. Sonic, began Star, not capitalized. You were doing so good.
I know.
Yeah. Could you please completely spell that wrong? Stop calling Miles little bro. You have no relation to him, Star said. No. What do you mean, no? She said. I mean, I, not capitalized, won't, no apostrophe, stop calling him little bro. Why? Because ain't no one say I, not capitalized, got to. I, not capitalized, just did. Too bad. Ugh. Your parents don't, no apostrophe, say I, no capitalization, have to, so I, not capitalized, won't, which is actually capitalized, or apostrophe.
Yeah.
Ugh, you're just so stupid. Gotta love the Uggs.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm, not capitalized, stupid, I, not capitalized, would hate to see smart. You jerk, not capitalized. You know what? What, not capitalized? You look so, wait, what?
I read it. I was so excited for you to get to that.
Did you? There was a second where I read it. My brain, like, you could hear me reading it, and I was one word ahead. I read it in my head. I was about to say it, and then my brain finally caught up to what I was gonna say, and just everything scrunched to a halt.
Baba Booey, indeed.
You look so hot, he said. You too, wrong too. Star said passionately, which is spelled wrong, I think.
It is spelled wrong.
Kinda one of those. One too many O's. Boy like girl, but too wrong too. Stupid to admit it. And says it in a fight situations, not a situation, situations.
Yeah.
And, which is capitalized for some reason, with that they kissed. More of a lip lock, which is different than a kiss.
Yeah.
They kissed, but I thought they were in a lip lock. for about 10 minutes. God
Oh my
damn.
god.
When they heard singing, Star and Sonic, both not capitalized, sitting in a tree, kissing, which you had one thing to capitalize. You didn't capitalize the K, but you
I can feel
kissed
my
every
IQ
other.
dropping like the stock market just crashed. Jesus Christ. You know what? I've written worse fan fiction.
I can confidently say that I have not written something worse than this.
Maybe not like grammatically, but content, yeah.
No, my content was leagues above this. I am confident
Not
in saying
mine. Not mine.
that. Then first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby in the baby carriage. Tails, Star and Sonic yell in unison. What I, not capitalized, do? He asked plain dumb, which is not spelled correctly, which I feel like is appropriate for this fanfiction. 1, stop singing. 2, don't tell mom or dad, neither are capitalized. This is a list, so it should have a colon somewhere. 3, listen to 1 and 2, Star said sternly. K, Tails, not capitalized, said, crossing his fingers behind his back. Could have probably written that better. The next, not capitalized. Next day, Sonic was having talks with Amadeus. Well, not capitalized. Star, not capitalized, was talking with her mom. That's not supposed to be capitalized. Thank God. You should be capitalized. See,
Hooray.
Sonic should be capitalized. If Tails should be capitalized, is your little bro, then Star should be capitalized, would be your sister. So it is wrong to date, love our daughter, Amadeus said. Okay, I, which should be capitalized, got you. Sonic, which should be capitalized, said. Good, Amadeus replied. Star should be capitalized. Basically the same chat with her mom. Wow, that was a fucking cop-out. Camp out.
Coward.
Which is which is the first fucking letter of a new paragraph and didn't get capitalized.
It's fine.
No, it's not. Was a few weeks later when they decided to have a camp out. It should be capitalized, was the 3 kids and 1 other unexpected visitor. The should be capitalized, tense up, marshmallows, not marshmallows, marshmallows, which is probably like potatoes, I'm gonna guess.
Can't decide if the constant grammatical corrections make this more or less painful. Definitely less painful. It's more amusing for me.
Roasting
Because I
or...
would just read through it, like...
Yeah, this is what my brain does when I read through something. So this is how I have to read things. So when I was reading over my own stuff, I would be doing this to my own stories. So now you can understand why I say my stuff is better than this. When, which should be capitalized, suddenly, which is misspelled, a giant hole opened, which is misspelled, up not 15, not 15, 15 feet from where, which is a wrong where, the kids were waiting for the marshmallows. Oh, now they're marshmallows, not marshmallows, to be cooked. Hey, Sonic, Tails, which are not capitalized, and who are you? Asked a red echidna. Sup, Knuckles, said Sonic, which should be capitalized. This girl is Star, should be capitalized. Tails, which should be capitalized. Apostrophe on Tails 2, sister. He said, dude, you got to hook me up.
Oh my god.
Echidnas have 4 penises. Sonic should be capitalized. Can't. Why? Because she's taken, replied Sonic should be capitalized. Wrong by. Who? All, which are capitalized, kill him to make her mine. Wow, kinky. You wouldn't. That's just completely wrong. Kill your best friend, would you? Sonic, should be capitalized, asked in a babyish voice. I can't do a baby voice. Be surprised at that. What? Yep. Knuckles, which should be capitalized, snorted and walked over to Star, which should be capitalized. Could I, which should be capitalized, have the honor of being your boyfriend? Knuckles, which should be capitalized, asked. Sorry, I'm, which should be capitalized, taken, said Star, which should be capitalized, said she should pointed, which is just completely wrong, to Sonic, which should be capitalized, Knuckles, which should be capitalized, which I think is also misspelled at this point.
It
Just
is. It's been
crumpled.
misspelled the whole time.
Has it? I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah.
There's so many other things that have been wrong that I think I'm it's over processing.
Yeah. You're overwhelmed by the errors.
There's only so many you can catch. It's a fishing net you catch. He, which should be capitalized, was overly aggravated at his blue hedgehog, which is misspelled, friend. What? With him, Tails, which should be capitalized, asked, someone needs to help you with a proper speech, Miles. What? No, hold on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just talks like that.
Miles needs to be capitalized. Lessons, which are just all the wrong, start tomorrow, which needs another R. You already, which is just wrong, have someone. It needs one less L. Someone. Tails
Review.
questioned. Yup. Who? Me. Ugh. Tails with that should be capitalized, said with despair. Type my review. No. Let me tell you something. Why?
Phenomenal.
No, I'm not writing a review.
All right. We are getting late. I don't know if you would like for me to read a little bit of this fan fiction that I have. From my dear friend. I'm not reading all of it because it's 8 pages long.
Give us some juicy bits.
All right. Well, I'm going to read the first little bit because this is straight up porn. So just a heads up.
Oh, fantastic. Let me whip out my wand.
This is an Attack on Titan fanfiction created as a Christmas gift. If you are not redacted, I beg you, read no further. Save your soul while you still can. Now I will switch to the live scene for this, and I'll zoom in a little bit so y'all can see it. Oh, the things I've done to Armin's ass.
It sounds like poetry.
Aaron's arm shook with the thump of his axe hitting the cord of wood he'd set upon a stump. He smiled as the 2 split halves fell to the side, bent, and placed another cord on the stump. He rested the axe on the ground for a moment and straightened his back, sounding a series of small pops as he stood in the shade of an old oak. He wiped the sweat off his brow with the back of his hand, swiping off the moisture from under his hair. Armin watched from afar with feigned disinterest, trying to make himself look more bored than he was. His poker face was breaking as he got closer, the dirt of the country road leading past Aaron's home crunching under his feet with every step. He saw Aaron's sweat glistening in the autumn sun, shining on the rippling muscle of the man who'd had his heart since they were young. A quick gust picked up, blowing Aaron's scent towards Armin. He licked his lips without realizing. Aaron half turned and smiled as he saw Armin's perfect blonde coconut helmet of hair bobbing along the road, set against a plain of grass. That's the wrong kind of... Oh, wait, no, it's not. That's correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
He shouted and waved, dropping the axe to hail his friends with both arms. How'd he know I was here? Armin asked himself. It must be that spirit of his. Armin waved back, beaming. Aaron jogged up to where Armin stood in the road, setting the pack on his back carefully on the side of the path. The 2 embraced, hugging like old friends who hadn't met in years, though it had been only months. When they separated... What? If this is our final call, I should have insisted for you to do the whole tongue twister in the uwu voice. Absolutely not. No. When they separated, Armin thought it was a bit slow. His heart fluttered, though he tried to hide it. There's smoke rising from the chimney, he said, pointing. Who's cooking? Aaron glanced at the thin gray column over his shoulder, his torso still pointed directly at Armin, his strong, sweaty torso. Oh, I left a chicken on a spit to roast. Don't worry, the house isn't burning down, he said with a laugh. So it's still just you? Asked Armin carefully. I wouldn't want to upset your housemate, he added, a bit too hurriedly. Just me, said Aaron. He glanced away, back to the woodblock where his axe lay. But it won't be tonight, I hope. You're staying the night, aren't you? Armin's heart skipped a beat. I wasn't going to ask, but I'd hoped. And I would have shoved you into my bed if you'd said no, said Aaron, smiling from ear to ear. Armin's eyes went wide at Aaron's choice of words. Your bed? He stammered. Aaron knit his brows in confusion. Of course. I've only got the one, and I'm not going to make you sleep on the floor. Then the confusion cleared in a burst of realization. Oh, that's what you meant. I'll sleep on the floor. You can have the bed by yourself. Oh, I don't mind sharing the bed, said Armin, managing to compose himself. In fact, well, that's good. The last time I slept on the floor, my back hurt for days, laughed Aaron. But let's get you inside. I bet that pack weighs a ton. Oh, it's not that bad, but my shoulders are a bit sore, he
How it
admitted.
starts. It starts with a shoulder massage. Don't go in. Run away.
Following Aaron over the grass to his home. It wasn't large, but Aaron didn't need a large home for just himself. It is indeed kinky. It was built of white painted wood with thick columns of brick at the corners. The roof was sloped and tiled in clay like the homes in city, with small square block of a chimney leaking a thin line of smoke into the sky. They stepped up to the door and pushed it open when Armin was greeted with a strong, savory smell of meat. His mouth had been watering since he first saw Aaron, otherwise it would have started then. It won't be done for a while, said Aaron, moving to the back of the main room, so you should go ahead and get comfortable. Thanks, said Armin, setting his pack down by the door. My shoulders are killing me, and I haven't felt clean for days, he moaned, reaching up to rub his neck. I've got some hot water in the other room if you want to bathe. I put a tub on the other side of the fireplace every time I start anything. Are you sure you don't want to go first? I've got a lot of dust on me. Nah, you go ahead. It would be rude to go before the guest. I'll just heat up another tub later. Or maybe you could join me, thought Armin, taking a fresh set of clothes from his pack before walking through to the other room. He noticed Aaron's eyes following him as he walked and smiled hopefully to himself as he left the door just barely open behind him. Let's see, how much farther does this...
Holy
oh God,
shit.
I'm...
Brokeback Mountain in this bitch.
It really is. Okay, we'll keep going for a bit. The room he stepped into was stone, the cracks sealed with cement, and a small round basin set into the floor like a shallow bowl. He saw a plugged drainage hole in the basin's bottom to empty it. It was filled partially with water, what Armin guessed to be a buffer so the water in the tub wouldn't scorch whoever was using it. A channel ran from just below where the tub stood on its spit in the wide fireplace to the basin, letting the water run to fill it. The room smelled like earth and fire, though the smoke rose through a hole in the ceiling. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to take a bath in this fucking bathroom. Like, this seems rad.
An old-style bathroom.
Yeah. All right. Armin heard something moving in the other room and smiled again. So good. He made sure to strip slowly, peeling his clothes off his slim, toned form and tossing them to the corner of the room one by one. His undergarments came off last, and he made sure to turn halfway to the door as he made the reveal, letting his cock stand proud in full view of anyone peeking in through the crack. He thought he heard a gasp as he stepped out of them and into the water in the basin. He'd been right about its purpose. The water was cold on his skin as he stepped ankle deep into it. He felt goosebumps cover his body, spreading from his ankles, and his nipples hardened. It's time to heat things up a bit, he told himself, tipping the tub of water enough to let it pour out into the channel. The steaming hot water ran down the crevice and mixed with the icy water already in it. See the sound alert play.
There's no stopping
to make it bearable yet pleasant. It filled the basin nearly to the top before Armin let the tub tip back into position. Much better, he said to himself with a sigh, then slowly eased himself down into the basin, watching as the water level rose. It overflowed by a bit, but the room seemed to be on a slight slant. The overflow ran into the far corner and out through another drain. Armin soaked for a moment, letting the worst of the dirt wash off him before he stood again and picked up a lump of soap on a shelf a foot or so up the wall to his right. It was coarse, but it lathered well as he rubbed it over his pale, supple skin, washing off the dirt and grime of a few days' travel. He dunked himself below the water every so often, rinsing the suds off at the top of the water. When he thought it finished and the water had turned a light brown, the water had, better, but I'm still not clean, he said to himself, and my shoulders are killing me, he added. Maybe I can help with that, whispered Aaron, sliding into the basin behind Armin.
Yeah.
Hey there, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Hey there. My name's Bubba. I'm gonna help you get real clean.
Armin felt his heart nearly stop. Adrenaline surged
I'd
through his
feel my heart
body
stop too if I felt something press up behind me when I'm taking a bath.
as Aaron's hands touched his shoulders and he felt the chest of the man he loved pressing itself against his back, his hot breath brushing against the back of his neck. I saw your little show, breathed Aaron, digging his fingers into Armin's muscle in a way that hurt so good.
Oh God.
Okay, I'll read this last one. I hoped you would, admitted Armin, melting under Aaron's touch. He turned halfway and Aaron met his lips with a kiss that rapidly became something more, their tongues breaching their lips like the foot of a supermassive titan through a gateway. They wrestled with their tongues like mating slugs, reluctant to break away while they released years of pent-up sexual tension.
Armin felt Aaron's hand on his scrotum
Yep, that's why I stopped. That's why I'm stopping there.
gently squeezing.
If y'all want, I will post the link into my Cringe-mas if you want to continue reading this. But I'm not going to read it anymore on stream.
I don't think we're allowed to.
That's what I was concerned about. So I told my friend, and I just told him that I would just read as much as I felt safe reading, and then I'd just leave you guys a link if you decide you want to read it. Once again, I'm left speechless. I was the beta reader for this.
You poor shit.
All right, this was written for a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours who fucking loved Attack on Titan, and yeah, I'm gonna switch it to the intermission so that I can like pick out a couple like. Oh my god, I've waited my whole life for your cock, Aaron. Let's see. Where is the there we go. Mikasa is part of this.
Wait, what? Is she? Hold on. So it evolves.
Yep.
So it's MMF at that point.
Oh no.
No?
Mikasa's a top.
Well, it's still MMF.
She is a perfect bisexual in that she has both male and female reproductive organs.
So it's MMTF.
Let's see.
How do you get that to? Is there some logic to it in the story, or is it just here's a dick?
No, it's just dick.
Okay.
Let's see. Now they're fucking.
I know we should have expected it, but I was hoping there's some redemption to this. Like, okay, at least there's some. Nope. It was a line, and there was a possibility of it going up, and then it just plummeted.
So first night is just Aaron and Armin. They have a lovely night together.
Lovely.
All right. The next morning, well, what's this? Asked a familiar voice in a whisper next to Armin's ear. You're not supposed to be there, she continued, growing quieter, closer. He shot up in the bed, clothed somehow, and glanced around. He didn't see anyone. Was that my imagination? It sounded just like Mikasa. Because it was, she said. He twisted around, nearly pissing himself when he saw her, squatting tiptoed on the headboard, smiling at him, her red scarf draped around her neck.
I need to interrupt this, just for the knowledge. Is there MPreg?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No.
At least there's that redemption for us.
Here we go. So you're in his bed, she said, seeming reluctant to say the word Aaron out of reverence. You're defying at least one law of nature, he shot back, unable to think clearly enough for anything better in the way of comebacks. She smiled, but only with her lips, keeping any hint of joy out from her eyes which stayed locked on the Armin's as she stood, still balanced perfectly on the headboard, and stepped without a sound to the floor. She leaned in, bringing her head just in front of his, close enough that he felt her breath in the pre-beard fuzz he still grew. He retreated from her, crab walking backwards across the plush surface of Aaron's bed to escape. She climbed onto the bed and crawled after him on hands and knees, shoulder blades rising from her back like a cat's as she did. I could smell him on you, she said, licking her lips. What were you two up to last night?
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, here we go.
God damn it.
She asks him how it was, what was it like? And then she goes, let me taste it.
What?
Armin's eyes went wide in panic. He rolled onto his arms and legs, ass high in the air, and tried to run. She, okay.
I'm guessing she's successful.
I never thought of Aaron as the cream pie type.
Wait, what?
Yep. She says that. Don't worry. I wouldn't even let you inside me, Armin, but I'm definitely getting into you.
Well, what? All right.
And then Armin experienced a moment of full and absolute clarity, returning to a normal state just long enough to ask the following question in a calm, focused voice. Mikasa, why do you have a dick? For him, she sighed.
What? What? So hold on. This woman was so horny for this gay guy that she grew a dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm, you know, there's times where
Why
I wish.
do people put so many things in my ass?
That's a quote. That's a quote. Someone clip that. Someone clip that. That is my new. That is a sound alert.
Oh my god. It's hard to quit and make jokes when you leave me speechless for all the wrong reasons.
Thank you, Nightmare.
Nightmare time point 240 is probably about when you need to look for.
That is gonna be my favorite sound alert.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
She proceeds to fuck him senseless and then says, "Thanks for the sample." And then leaves.
You know, I've heard of indirect kisses. I've never heard of indirect fucks.
Oh, it wasn't indirect. There was very much direct fucking going on.
No,
But
I'm saying
no, Mikasa Aaron fucking, yeah.
yeah.
That was part 1 of 4. He wrote 4 of these.
How do you get that much content? Like, I have problems. I have problems. Like, okay. So, as I've spoken about, I've written some stuff.
Yes.
Right? My very first. Well, I can talk about the very first thing I've written or the very first thing that I published. The very first thing I published was okay, follow me on this one, okay? I had the concept of Jinchuriki, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'd always know that's a great start. But instead...
Oh, yeah, it's fine. I can go on, but you go first.
So this is for Naruto. The Jinchuriki. I thought, okay, what if they weren't demons, but the element themselves?
Oh, that's kind of neat.
So I had the idea of all of the elements had these manifestations and that they would get sealed into, like Jinchuriki.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
There's my sound
on.
clip. That's my sound clip right there, isn't it? Is it as bad as I think it is?
Oh my god, it's great. Oh, that's phenomenal. Oh my god. Thank you. The closest you can get for revenge. Yeah, that's fair. Thank you.
So this story ended up evolving. So the kid ran away from the village that sealed the ice dragon, very original, into him.
Fuck you. I also had an ice dragon.
Let's see how close these get. Okay. And so he escapes to the village hidden in the leaves, and Hanabi ends up finding him and thinks he's a illegitimate child of the Hyuga clan because he has white eyes because of the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
They end up fighting, and an Anbu stops them because the Hokage has been knew he came into the village because of the sensor around the village, and knew that he was an unusual ninja and thought he was potentially a weapon sent. Find out he's a runaway, and then he gets added on to. They figure out his skill level, and he's not quite tuning level, but he's higher than Genin. So he gets added onto Naruto's team to help Naruto control his Jinchuriki because the ice dragon, who he considers his mother, because he helped raise him, helped control Kurama better. That's the sole reason he got put on the team. And things happen. So like the Zabuza arc, he's pretty much useless. Because he doesn't fight Haku. He's sent to protect the bridge builder because Sasuke and Naruto are already fighting Haku, and Kakashi is fighting Zabuza, and both of them are out of his league. So that he ends up just protecting the bridge builder, and Zabuza sends some water clones. That's about the fight I had. Is like 5 water clones against him, and he's able to take them out. Further on, some stuff happens. Essentially, the Hyuga clan starts trying to get their claws into him, and Hanabi tries helping out. He keeps on trying to get better control of his powers. I'm just trying to think of all the events in Naruto now. So what are some major arcs in Naruto? I'm forgetting.
So there's the Zabuza arc. Honestly, there's not that much that happens in like pre-Shippuden.
Yeah.
That's like super duper important.
Yeah. There's.
But once you get to Shippuden, that's where all the important shit happens.
Some interesting things happen, like the tuning exams. Okay, so hold on. What happens first? Is it they find Tsunade, or is they do the tuning exams? I think it's
tuning. It's tuning exams first.
Okay, so tuning exams.
And that's when the whole like Orochimaru bullshit starts happening, and
so tuning exams. He doesn't help. If I remember correctly, he doesn't help. He ended up helping Naruto fight Gaara, but he couldn't do anything once they fully transformed. So he ended up freezing the sand that was constricting Sakura and breaking her out when he had a chance, and taking Sasuke and Sakura away while they were fighting. So you're kind of getting a sense for the power scale of what people like making various characters and stuff like that. That's the power scale.
I appreciate that you didn't go full out. I'm just stronger than everybody. Like,
no,
you had a limit.
Yeah,
he had a limit. I appreciate that.
The moment where things I think I started spiraling out of control, is when. So you remember the first meeting of the Sannin, right? Where they all summon. Their boss. Summons. He did a full transformation.
Oh.
To help fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I share my Naruto OC?
I have more. I can go on. Like I finished the story.
I finished the story in my head. I actually
finished writing this story.
I want to read it.
It's gone. It's gone from the internet. I nuked everything.
Tragedy.
I've tried finding it again, but it's just gone.
Tragedy. Just gotta rewrite it, I guess.
What else has happened? Some other major events is after that transformation though, the ice dragon actually died
Oh no!
and left an egg behind.
An egg?
Yep.
Impreg?
No. And the egg happened. Remember, this happens in part 1, and the egg doesn't come into use until the Ninja War.
Wow.
So
long incubation time.
Yeah, 4 years.
Mhm.
Essentially, after that, his powers kind of get worse, but he works to control them by himself. Hanabi and him get into a relationship.
Was I who fucked the dragon?
Yeah. Let's see what else happens. He doesn't really help out with the Akatsuki at all until Pain attacks. Which I'm gonna go into some more cringe here. But so him and Naruto get pinned by Pain. Like both Naruto and him lose to Pain.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hinata and Hanabi go to help them, and they both die. Well, Hinata dies, but Hanabi actually dies, and Hinata just gets critically wounded.
Stabbed. Yeah.
And so Naruto goes full transformation, and in theory, this is what happened in my head, is that because he's missing his Jinchuriki, his ice powers merged with the transformation to make an ice Kyuubi.
Ooh, that's fun.
So that was kind of his next power up, was that he can kind of help combine stuff because he's missing that half.
Mm-hmm. The actual
So
source of the power.
Mm-hmm. So it just kind of combines with the biggest source of power when he loses control.
Cool.
So that fucked Pain, obviously.
Yep.
And okay, very funny, Nightmare. So let's see what else happens. There's some more story stuff that happens on Hanabi and him have to get married because the Hyuga clan is trying to assert more. The elders are trying to assert more dominance over him, so he gets married into the main branch.
Okay.
How
old is this character?
I made them a year younger than Naruto. So. I know.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I was 16 at the time, so.
Yep, that's fine. I understand.
What else? And because of that, he got a eye transplanted for the Byakugan, which got transformed into something else.
Fun.
So it's kind of like the Mangekyo version.
But Byakugan instead of Sharingan.
Yeah. Yes. He used it one time and he passed out. And Tsunade did a check on him, and it turns out every time he does it, because it's not a natural part of his body, it actually damages his brain.
Oh, fun!
So he gets major brain trauma every time he uses it.
Okay. Well, that's one hell of a handicap.
So Tsunade said that he has 1, maybe 2 more times to use it before he goes permanently brain dead.
Cool.
So pretty much not allowed to use it.
Yeah.
Ninja War happens, and then as Madara does his Susuno, the egg breaks, and the ice dragon comes from the sky, screaming, like, "Who dares hurt my child?" and crashes into the Susuno, pinning it to the ground.
Hell yeah! We love it. We love to see it.
So after that, um, the ice. So they're still now two separate entities, but the characters still had the ability to combine. So they combined themselves
Hmm.
and more or less made kind of a ice suit for him.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
so
I
they
didn't
went.
mean for that to be a pun, but it was.
God damn it.
I'm
So
sorry.
they went to fight off Madara while Sasuke and Naruto recovered for a little bit, and more or less got absolutely wrecked by Madara. Still,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
but it slowed him down. And then Madara used Wood Style and pinned him. And because he's still a Jinchuriki, the Wood Style actually pinned, prevented him from doing anything.
Huh.
So
Soga says, I've been listening and yet nothing has registered. I think that both of you broke my brain, so thanks for that. You're welcome.
no problem. It will help you sleep at night. Clear brain.
Yeah.
No think.
No thoughts.
Just
No thoughts. Head empty.
head empty, just sleep. And then what is it? So he unmerges from them, and then Naruto and Sasuke do their Susuno armored Kyuubi thing, right?
Hmm.
And I think this is really where the point where I figured, yeah, my character is weaker than these two. They're absolute powerhouses, right? So they're doing that. He jumps in with them and covers it in ice, but they're just casually standing. He's having to sit and focus on keeping the ice active still on
Hmm.
it. So that's kind of the power level difference at that point. And this is where the major plot story thing happens, is that they get beaten back still. Madara gets one of the Rinnegan, and the character decides to use his eye to destroy Madara's Rinnegan.
Look with your special eyes.
And it freezes something solid. So he freezes the Rinnegan solid and destroys it.
Oh.
But the story just ends. I look at Madara's Rinnegan, and I give the chakra to my eye, and that's where the story cuts.
Ooh, that's a
So-
cool ending.
So no, people hated it.
I bet they did.
People hated. They wanted to know what happened, and the inspiration for the story when I started writing it was the princess and the tiger.
He just fucking he got brain damage, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, some people. Well, remember
was
he
set
said
up already.
he had one or two uses,
Yeah,
so he
you
could be.
set that up.
Yep. So is he
Alright.
dead? Is he alive?
Who knows? Maybe he's a vegetable.
I can tell you what my answer to the story is.
What is your answer to the story? What happened
He's
to him?
dead.
He's dead? Yeah,
He's
that
dead.
that tracks.
I
think
was
that makes the most sense narratively.
yeah. He dies. He destroys the Rinnegan, which essentially ruins all of Madara's plans.
Mhm.
At that point, Naruto and Sasuke beat him down. There's no Kaguya. at
No
that point.
goddess.
Yep. Which I think is a better ending. And
That was a weird thing for
Yeah.
sure.
and essentially he would be hailed as the hero of the Ninja War, along with
Fun.
Naruto and Sasuke. And after a while of people saying that, after like a year of people saying that, I thought of writing a
Like
epilogue.
an epilogue.
Yeah, and I just never did, and then I deleted it. So
So my Naruto fic had two starts. I had the one that started in like 6th grade when I first started writing it, and I was writing on like loose leaf paper. And then I revamped it in like college because I was writing it with my friend and we were both still really attached to our OC. So the OC herself has not changed. Her name is Amaya Uchiha. She is the middle sibling of Itachi and Sasuke. So I think we decided she is 4 years older than Sasuke. No, not even that many. I think she's like 2 years older than Sasuke. In my original story, very first one, she's at home and she's watching TV. And she's got her spiky black hair with red highlights in it. And it's after school, and she's watching her favorite anime, Naruto. And then the screen turns black and swirly, And
Oh
she starts
God.
going to Mom, what's going on? And her mom comes upstairs and she goes, honey, I hate to tell you this, but you aren't from here. You need to go back home. And she shoves her into the TV. And she wakes up in Konoha.
Oh my God. That's amazing start. I mean, it's better than just waking up.
So, funny thing is the revamp, that is what happens.
Oh,
she
God.
just wakes up in Konoha. She's wearing a hospital gown. She has no memory of where she is, who she is,
Okay,
who these
hospital
people
gown
are.
hospital gown at least leaves some credence to what's going on.
Yeah. So Naruto finds her. Sasuke sees her and fucking panics because he knows who she is. She doesn't know who he is because she has no memory. They bring her back to the hospital. She starts to slowly regain memories. She remembers her name. She remembers that Sasuke is her younger brother. Sasuke tells her that Itachi killed their whole family. And even though she's a couple years older than them, she essentially tags along with their group because she's not really a ninja at heart. Like, she doesn't really have skills. And she's wondering why she was asleep for so long. She was in a coma since she was, for like 10 years. She was in a coma. And it's later on revealed that she was in a coma because she's a Jinchuriki and her body reacted poorly to being bound to an ice dragon named Kaede. We named her. And she went into a coma at the ripe old age of 4. She might have been 6, but like regardless, it's been a hot minute, and she's been in a coma in like a hospital in Konoha this whole time. And around the time I think we decided on the Chunin exams is when this happened. She's spectating the Chunin exams, and Gaara and Sasuke go off and start fighting, and she goes, no, I can't lose my little brother too. And even though she can't really fucking fight that much, she decides to chase after him. And who does she run into in the woods? The Akatsuki. She runs into Deidara and Sasori, and they kidnap her because she's a Jinchuriki. We need those. Only to find out that Pain is like, no, this is just a minor demon. We don't fucking care about them. So you got to kill her. And Itachi steps in like, if you kill her, I'm leaving. Because that's my only other surviving sibling. Absolutely not.
You know, that's fair at least.
So she gets 2 options. She either dies or she joins the Akatsuki because she can't leave. So she spends around and she spends time with each of the teams of Akatsuki, learning, like training to be on their level.
I swear I've read something like this before.
No, I never posted it.
I've read something like this.
There's probably something out there, but and everybody teaches her something different. So like she learns long range combat with Sasori and Deidara. She learns close range combat with Hidan and Kakazu. And Toby teaches her about her demon because we know that Toby is Madara, and Madara was the one who orchestrated sealing the demon inside of Amaya to begin with because they wanted to use her as a weapon. Only she went into a coma. So he teaches her about her demon, and they become friends. She learns how to use her Sharingan from Itachi and Kisame. And this whole time, she's just this poor fucking girl who's like 16, 17 with the mind of like a 10-year-old because she's been in a coma. And she comes out this super fucked up murder machine at the end of it. Best friends with Hidan. Hidan's her best friend now. So if that doesn't tell you her character, then I don't know what does. But yeah, she ends up being assigned to Deidara and Sasori's team. She and Deidara fall in love and get married at the ripe old age of 19. For the most part of everything up until Shippuden, I just say, fuck the canon, I'm not dealing with it. And they just sort of go do their own thing. But then Shippuden rolls around and she's like, oh, we're helping kill somebody. Like, hey, I remember you guys. You just let me fucking vanish and didn't bother to look for me. So thanks for that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so she is understandably pretty hurt about the fact that none of her friends from Konoha seem to care about her vanishing. And everything that happens in Shippuden happens the way that it normally does. She doesn't really play a big part in anything. Itachi dies. She's understandably upset about that. And then Deidara dies. And turns out that her younger brother is responsible for both of those deaths, and she is understandably very fucking pissed. And says, you know what? Fine. Fuck the Akatsuki. Fuck Konoha. I don't care about anything except for killing Sasuke. Fuck this guy. And so she joins Naruto's team again to track down Sasuke because she's hell-bent on killing him for destroying her life. And also turns out she's pregnant at this point. So the whole ninja war happens and she's pregnant with twins. And so you know how Hidan gets exploded by Shikamaru, like just blows up into multiple pieces? Yeah, she goes and digs him up and sews them back together because that's her best fucking friend. And he can't die. So she just digs up his body and sews it back together. And brings him back to Konoha with her. Like, I fucking dare you to do something about it. I'm an Akatsuki. Like, y'all can throw Anbu at me all you want. I'm still gonna murder you all. I got a big-ass demon dragon in me. What are you gonna do? She just doesn't give any fucks whatsoever. And then she learns how to actually bring people back to life so that she can bring Deidara back. It's great. It's absolutely great.
So I myself had a one where I had a Uchiha character.
Everybody's had an Uchiha character at some point.
Yep. I didn't get very far in this one because it went really dark. Essentially what happened is the kid was visiting his parents or his grandparents at another location. So he wasn't there for the massacre. So he arrived after the massacre, saw all the people gone, ran away crying, and hid in a cave for like a week. And then they finally found him hiding in the cave.
Bruh.
And so he's already got trauma.
Yeah.
He's added to Team 7 because Sharingan.
Yeah.
And so Sasuke and him have a very strong brotherly bond. They, Sasuke's not as edgy, but he becomes more, he becomes hell-bent on finding Itachi. And they make the, a promise that they're going to find Itachi, figure out what's going on, and if they don't like the answers, murder him.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So he ends up helping the team. Zabuza fight. He ends up, doing water clones again, which I feel like I do that a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's where he awakens his Sharingan too, is during the fighting the water clones because he got his ass beat. Then the Chun, he finds a interest. She, some people are trying to mug her, and he stops them and takes her back home. Finds out she has abusive father. Stops, goes out on a few dates with her. Her father comes out and tries hitting her. He stops her. They kind of they kind of start fixing their relationship with, him kind of mediating because he's from an important clan, so they kind of have some respect for him. And things start to get better. And then the sound invade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that both of them were actually sound ninja. And she's one of the sergeants and has to kill her.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And as a final fuck you from her, she uses a sound genjutsu to make him relive the moment every night.
Bruh.
And so Sasuke, and then Sasuke ran off, and that's about where I left it. So essentially what I was going to do, yeah, you can see how it got dark. And so he was going to Inuit Ino's father. I forgot who is the last name. Inuichi?
I don't
know. Kakashi got Inuichi to go through his mind and help him with therapy, essentially. And start kind of...
Oh, Ino's father.
Yeah, Ino's father.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. and started going through therapy to kind of, work through the genjutsu and kind of work through the problems because, you thought you found someone and then you had to Chidori them.
Fun.
And essentially what I was going to do is, how Naruto takes after Jiraiya, Sasuke with Orochimaru, and Sakura with
Tsunade.
Tsunade.
Yeah.
He was gonna be Kakashi's kind of.
Aw.
So, and Kakashi's kind of, and they would go on. I was essentially planning on having, whether a 3-year arc, I was planning on having Kakashi specifically mentor him because Kakashi essentially loses everyone.
Yeah.
Train, and
Poor
so
Kakashi.
Kakashi would have someone to train specifically, and essentially, that's pretty much as far as I got with the story. I didn't really care to finish that story because
Yeah. I've got a couple that I was just like, I don't feel like finishing this. I don't care.
there are some other stories I've started writing too, like one where it was a post Naruto Shippuden, like after the 5-year the Ninja War. Naruto and I had a secret girl. They had a child, and she was seen as the killer of the hero.
What?
So she was forced to leave the village, and essentially she became very bitter about it and was forced back due to reasons.
Narrative reasons.
Yeah, I can't remember why, but essentially, so the reason why I had, and the mother died, and the reason why I had that happen is because the mother was Ayami, the ramen chef, the ramen daughter's chef.
Oh.
And she couldn't handle having a child that had Jinchuriki's chakra, It kind of killed her.
Huh.
And so the way I had it was that she never forgave Naruto for killing her mother, and then Naruto ended up dying. And so eventually a story was happening. She found some friends in the village, and it was kind of like, all right, I'll stay, but I'm going to be bitter about it. And then Sasuke comes and attacks her.
The fuck? This poor woman.
And so I was going to have this story be like her learning, because she had the Rinnegan. Because Naruto took the Rinnegan from Madara and gave it to her.
Why? Why though?
Because I think I had the story where he was dying and her mom was already dead. And so he wanted someone to be able to protect the world and have the Rinnegan. So he gave it to his only daughter to protect the world.
Fuck.
And so,
what the fuck?
And the reason why she was able to survive is because even though Sasuke has been attacking her, turns out Sasuke was just using his own form of love to help prepare her for the world. And so that was going to be this
fucking god.
So that was going to be the story, is that Sasuke is actually the good guy helping her train up, even though he is acting like the bad guy.
Oh my god. So I think I'm with you. I'm ready for death.
Why? Was that one bad?
Also, it's late and I'm hungry.
Fair enough. I have some more stories that I've written, like for Akame ga Kill.
Brain short-circuited about 10 minutes ago. What I miss?
Tokyo Ghoul.
Nothing. You missed nothing.
Wow. Okay. I find offense to that.
Oh man. Oh, trust me, I've got some pretty bad stuff. I wish that Quizilla still existed, because otherwise I would show you those, but it doesn't exist anymore.
So yeah. So what do you think of those? What do you think? Do you think those were cringy?
They were definitely cringy. I absolutely would have read that shit. Absolutely would have read that shit. Like, for sure. It's after midnight for you. You should go to bed. It's Monday.
Yeah. Let's see. I had an Akamega kill one where I actually had, I think, 27 different weapons that people could have voted on, and I had a different story beginning for each one.
Wow. Oh, it's like the choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Yeah, well, the beginning was different for each one. The
Yeah.
overall story wouldn't be different. And the different thing is, you know how Akamega kill is, right?
No.
It, do you care about spoilers?
Who gives a shit when you don't got a job? I thought you had a job. What happened? No, I do not care about spoilers.
People die in Akamega kill a lot. A lot of the main characters die.
Oh, that's
And
not surprising.
I was gonna flip a coin to see if characters die.
Oh, nice.
So I was gonna be completely random who would actually live and who would die, including the main character. And if the main character died, that's where the story ends.
What? You told me this? I'm sorry, Soga. I have awful memory. I have like encyclopedic knowledge of dumb shit like Kingdom Hearts lore, but if somebody tells me something important, it just goes in one ear and out the other. I do not remember that.
Right, I had one for what should I call it? Rosario plus Vampire.
I loved that manga. Oh my god, I loved that manga. Hang on, tell me about it. Maybe I read it.
No, you probably didn't.
I might have read it. I read a lot.
So it was a guy who was a lightning beast.
Okay, then no. I'm sorry. I read mostly the canon ships.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I didn't read any like OC X Mocha stuff.
So Lightning Beast, essentially he never knew who his father was. Ended up going to the academy because, and
he's a monster.
He's very weak. His species is technically S class, but he himself was pretty much D, and that's because he was a half species. And no, his mother would never tell him what the other half was. And essentially he would continue on in the story. He pretty much got his ass constantly beat until something finally snapped and he started getting stronger finally. Which was surprising to his mother. And then he learns that he doesn't actually have a father. He is lab grown.
Oh, I thought this was like immaculate conception or some shit, but
nope, he was lab grown. And
well, that's fun.
He's a new species and trying to help monsters that are, have a hard time breeding to get their population up.
Interesting.
And he was initially considered a failure because he wasn't strong enough, because S class should be S class. But he started growing in strength, which was unusual. And then he learns that he can actually take electricity from other sources and use that to power himself up temporarily, even though it damages him overall, like short term. So he'll power himself up to he could power himself up to his mother's level, but he would be he couldn't use his powers anymore for like 3 or 4 days.
Oh wow.
So it would come with major drawbacks.
Yeah. I never wrote Rosario Vampire fanfic myself, but I do have Rosario Vampire AUs for other fanfics. In that it's like the same kind of like world, like the same classes of monsters and the same hierarchy, but all my own characters from another story that I was writing, but now put into this world because I think having a hot vampire OC is fun.
And here's the thing. So my character did have Mocha as a love interest, but not because of me. I left it up to the readers. I did a poll saying, I left it up to the readers going, who should be the love interest? I'm not too sure. Here's a list of all the girls. You guys, here's all the girls. Here's the non-selection. Let me know. And Mocha won, handedly.
Yeah.
Which was surprising to me. Which surprised me because I thought everyone would go for the main character and Mocha because that's kind of the main story. I thought it would be one of the side girls.
Oh, no. If anybody has an option to potentially date Mocha, you're gonna choose Mocha.
Well, I
I don't
thought,
fucking care about this plain ass white boy or Japanese boy. I don't give a shit about him. He's
and
boring. Give me Vampire Girl.
yeah. So essentially, I did the standard Rosario vampire thing where it was, I think there were 6 girls overall, so it was 3 and 3, 3 for each guy,
Mm-hmm.
and um essentially I was just going to continue with the story. Like I was saying earlier, I would rate 4,000 continuing the story and 4,000 on character development. So like one of his love interests was Missouri, which was the ice girl, right?
I liked her. I liked her
Yes.
a lot.
It was a very interesting problems between them because the specific problem with the Thunder Beasts is that if they get water anywhere near them, they start losing control of their electricity.
Not great with somebody with ice powers.
Exactly. So they had to work around that, figuring out, this is what where's the limits of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was always very careful around water because it could discharge him and kill him. But it turns out that they together, if Missouri like puts out a piece of ice and he hits it with electricity, it creates this electric mist. So they could
Ooh.
use their powers together. But if either of them go into that mist, it would hurt them. Water against him and
I
electricity
mean,
against her.
that makes sense though. Like you've created a hazard, now you gotta deal with it.
Yeah. So they could use their powers together to help prevent enemies from doing anything, but also prevent them from doing it. So it was an
Mm-hmm.
interesting dynamic. Um, the other one was Mocha, which was very interesting to write actual Mocha versus him because actual Mocha would kick his ass.
Oh, for sure.
So every single time, it was really interesting trying to write the actual Sweet Mocha, who was actually still after the main character, but the real Mocha was after him.
Yeah, because he was stronger.
Yep. And so, eventually, it was agreed upon that the different personality would disappear after the Rosario broke. They would get it repaired to steal her power, but it would not change her personality anymore. Which was a very it was like a big farewell for all of them. They had a big party for it,
Mm-hmm.
and her father didn't initially like him either. Mocha's father. And it would turn out later on. I never actually finished story. It would later turn on that Mocha's father was actually funding his mother's research,
Oh.
and so once
The
that
twist.
once all that was figured out, he would be a lot better with it because he's like, okay, you come from I know your lineage now. I'm a lot more comfortable with this, and the
Mm-hmm.
knowledge that whatever, whatever you sire will likely be dominated by vampire because you have a blank half.
Yeah.
So that was another aspect is that they would learn that his blank half would pretty much get overridden by whatever species he would be with. So, I think the other character was Ruby. So,
Oh, yeah. The witch.
yep, Ruby. If him and Ruby were to have a kid, which they would have had one kid, and I did plan this all out. The witch, which would have been a she, would have had better time controlling electricity with spells.
Mm-hmm.
A worse time
Makes
controlling
sense.
water spells. Um, Mocha and his kid, which would have been a guy, would have been even faster as a vampire. So he would have been an extremely fast vampire, but extremely vulnerable to water.
Yeah, even more so than regular vampires,
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine.
And then Missouri's was an interesting one. I couldn't really figure out what to do with that one because it's very opposites. So it was I was thinking maybe do twins and one has one power and one has the other.
Yeah, that would probably be the way to go.
And then
Why are we going this deep into lore? Because
it,
it's important.
it's interesting because it's just kind of how my brain works. And so it was gonna do the standard Alucard thing, attacks the city, and they would all fight against him. And the group together would actually become ambassadors because monsters are now known. So he himself would be the monsters ambassador because he's somewhat human, quote unquote, because he's got the blank half. So he would be the monsters ambassador, and the main character would be the humans ambassador because he knows about monsters. And Mocha would be like the security. I forgot the succubus girl's name. She would be doing all their like dress, like making all their clothing, preparing all that. Missouri would be taking care of the children. Yukari would be doing research. I think Ruby was also helping take care of children. So like all of them would work together as a big group, kind of as a two separate but one big happy family type thing.
Kind of makes me want to go read some fanfic now. I have so much love for that series. I really do.
Well, I actually did plan a sequel too to that.
Jesus Christ.
So I planned a sequel to that with all their kids going to the academy and monster hunters invading the academy, and the main and the main character being a spy for the monster hunters and trying to hide his identity from all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And there were going to be like, I think it was like 5 or 6 different sword styles that would have been able to select from that he should learn. And he was going to be like, the thing with the monster hunters is that they use an internal energy that he had to have a wristband on to help suppress, because otherwise the monsters would know that he's a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with the manifesting of this energy is that they would have to wear special gloves for their swords, otherwise it would burn them too. So their monster slayer swords burn them, the humans, but it kills monsters.
Yeah.
Easily. And I didn't plan out a whole lot of this because I still was planning on finishing the initial one. But essentially, he would end up falling in love with some of the girls and becoming bros with some of the guys. And turn on his monster hunters going, these monsters have no want to kill people. They just want to live their lives. And essentially, him and the elder would end up having a big fight. And the big kind of moment in that fight was the elder noticing that he wasn't wearing gloves and burning his hands the entire time, and the vampires having the gloves and killing him. And then like the different sword styles was like a 1/slash style, or like a blocking style, or a super aggressive style, and then there was like one that I was gonna call like the 1,000 blades, where they like span out their energy to create a lot of blades and never use one blade. So like they would swing the blade once, it would break, and then grab and run away and grab another one. They would just have a field of blades.
Interesting.
So the way I was planning on doing it was that he would have like 2 styles. He would do the 1,000 blades and then have another style, like a defense style. And because he's using 1,000 blades, the other people who had the gloves that could actually wield it, because they're monsters, it would kill them if they touched it. So they would have the gloves, and he wouldn't notice. He would think that they're just regular monsters, and he would deal with them in a second. But they actually have swords, which I thought would be a fairly cool end.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta call it.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just looking at
tired.
something. I had 15 stories that I had planned on writing.
Jesus Christ, that's so many. I have like 3.
And one of them
This is a thing. Yeah.
One of them was a Naruto story starting with either Minato or Kushina being children and going all the way through the end of the Naruto Shippuden.
Wow.
So.
Long thing. 15, holy fuck, yeah.
Yep.
That's a lot.
So one of them is I don't know what that one is. Let's see. This
What's
one
this now?
is.
What was
Oh, this
that?
one. This one is a guy who the Akatsuki want because he can see. He can essentially has a ghost that he can see.
Oh, fun.
So the ghost could go in and look at stuff for him, and she would
Yeah,
report back to him, and he would know stuff. There's that story.
busted.
Yep. One where the character would speak to all the animals.
That's not overpowered at all.
While speaking to animals in Naruto.
Yeah.
Eh, not overpowered at all.
Good night, Nightmare. Thanks for popping by.
Let's see. A amnesia story for Naruto.
Congrats, J-Man. You broke my brain. You broke his brain.
Yay. Let's see. Oh, this is another post Shippuden Naruto story that I had. Essentially the entails got broken into different animals and randomly went to the youngest child. And so there would be like regular animals like foxes and stuff like that. Like you could be a fox Jinchuriki or a bull Jinchuriki and stuff like that. And then there was quote unquote mythical ones, and the character that yeah, yep.
I'll be sending you the invoice.
And the main character was a quote unquote angel Jinchuriki.
Wow.
Yep.
Good shit. On that note, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my stream here. I will be back on Wednesday, I believe. I should be back Wednesday. But yeah, thanks for hanging out for Cringe-mas for our fucking long ass stream
It's
on this
Cringe-mas. Of course
lovely
it has to be
Monday.
long.
And you're right. You're right. It does have to be long. If you have any more cringe things, please feel free to share them in the Discord. I will happily read through them.
Yes.
I love cringe. In fact, I will I'll also like link my Gaia online profile for everyone to peruse. If you want to click through some things like my old journals, they're hilarious. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. I will be back at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday Pacific Standard Time, and I hope to see you all there. So have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you then. Okay, bye.
Yeah, Soga at initially no, it was a two originally it was a two-winged angel, but it would eventually progress into a full-on biblical angel as the story went on. So it progressively got more and more fucked up.
I love that.
So being like got more and more powerful, but the more powerful you got, the more fucked up you become. The more you become the being. So like the fox Jinchuriki would become more fox-like, and the bull Jinchuriki would become more bull-like, starting to grow horns and stuff like that. So there you go. I write some fucked up stories.
I feel like you and my friend Ryan would get along.
Possibly.
He's the one who wrote the Attack on Titan story, so
Probably not. Regardless, I would like to thank everyone for watching. I will be on again. What is this? Monday?
Today's Monday, yes.
So I will be gone. I will be on again, streaming again, Skyrim tomorrow night. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Bye, everyone.